and B, how many questions they asked me. I'm like, there was a point where I just had to kind of get up and move. Like, so I don't know. It was interesting, and they commented on everybody who walked in. Everybody who walked through the door. It was interesting. I found it fascinating. And he was an Iowa fan, but he knew a ton about Nebraska. When I mentioned what I was doing, he knew everything. He says, have they lost McCord yet? I was like, no, because at that time they hadn't. But 3 hours later they did. And it was fast. All right, you got that all worked out over there?
Oh,
let's do some idle chit chat.
Having a great time. Let's have a great time.
Let's do some idle chit chat.
I went to the wrong broadcast.
I'm Steve Sipple, Jake.
Yeah, I went to the wrong broadcast. So for those listening on YouTube, I went into the wrong stream. Please go back. Early break is now on there. I went to the drive with Raph and AD. So just if you're watching on YouTube, I'm sorry, it's been a little slow start. A lot of new stuff happening on video. I love it when that happens. Puts me in a great mood. Start off the show.
Let's do some idle chit chat with Rick. I don't think you heard a word I said.
I did. I did. Starbucks, Kyle McCord, people walking in.
How are you, Rick?
I'm good, thanks.
You got any idle chit chat?
It's Christmas time. The weather's fabulous. That's great. Looking forward to a good season for us.
Mm-hmm.
I like everybody. I just been glued to Husker Max and you guys and listening to everybody every day about all this stuff going on with all these quarterbacks.
How do you like the Cardinal and the decoration?
Oh, it's fabulous.
And the decor throughout the building.
It's incredible. Yeah, I mean, the building, I've been in here several times because you're just down the street from me. But Rebecca's done a heck of a job. Yeah, really beautiful.
Here's some great idle chit chat. Before I get into the disastrous news of yesterday, all the chaos. There was some good news from Nebraska. If you hate Creighton, they lost last night. Creighton basketball went to Vegas. They got beat by a bad UNLV team.
Ooh.
And
did they?
That's what Creighton does. When they're not making 3-point shots, they lose basketball games.
They lost to UNLV.
They did. Baylor Shireman could make they could make threes. When they don't make threes, they lose basketball games. They made 500 threes in Lincoln and won by 29 points.
Yeah, 500,
maybe 502. And then they go to Vegas. And they make no threes. They play bad defense, and they lose. So now their two losses are to Mountain West teams, Colorado State and UNLV.
That's amazing.
So it'd be great if Nebraska could have faced them when, they were missing threes. But no, they made everything they looked at that day, and that's the way it is. And Nebraska made 2 threes in Lincoln. So
what is
They have 2 losses, just like Nebraska does.
What have you decided about your trip to Miami?
As of this point, we're going. I talked to my cousin, who's a meteorologist in Tampa. I said, "Hey, I need some advice here.
Good idea.
My wife thought about that. Elizabeth said, "Hey, call Tyler." I said, I could call him. Good idea.
Who's Tyler again? Help me.
My cousin in Tampa.
You have a cousin in Tampa?
I do.
I'll be damned.
And so he's going to the volleyball match tonight, the Final Four match, Nebraska against Pitt in the Final Four. He said, it's going to rain a lot. But I don't think that flooding should be a major issue. So I said...
It's an interesting statement. Now, hold on. I want to break that sentence down. I don't think flooding should be a major issue. But it'll be an issue.
It'll be, yeah. I mean,
not a major
He said it shouldn't be something that holds you back.
I wonder what the defined distinction is there. It'll be an issue, but not a major issue.
I was like, okay, I'm seeing projections of like 8 inches of rain. He's like, well, I'm seeing it 5 to 6. I'm like, that doesn't cause flood problems. He said, no, it's spread out over a couple of days. It should be okay. I'm like, all right, listen, I'll trust the meteorologist here. So as of right now, even though it's going to gust to 50-mile-per-hour winds, which wind does not bother me. It is the combination of heavy wind and rain that does. But as of right now, we are still planning on going to Miami.
What have you gotten from your friends that what kind of advice do they say? Go, not go? What's the consensus? I would say not go. I'd say no.
I'm going because here's the problem, Sip. Here's the problem. We didn't get insurance with the flights, and we made a rule yesterday. We made a rule, and if we travel from December to February, you have to get insurance now. We have to because of. Usually it's Nebraska's fault. Or flying into Chicago or Denver. Right. The connecting flights from Lincoln and Omaha are typically to those places. And those are the ones that have issues in December with cancellations, with delays. This time it's not their fault. It's Miami having a bunch of rain. That's the problem. But we've made a decision that even though we don't buy insurance typically for flights, December, January, In February, going forward, we will buy
I
insurance
respect
for
that.
flights.
I respect your decision to go too. I just wouldn't. I do. I think it's good you're going.
Thank you.
Now, what about Tampa? All the Nebraska fans in Tampa, is there rain there?
There's going to be some rain there. It's not like Miami. The east side of the state is getting it much worse than the west side. They will get some rain over there the next couple of days, but it's not going to be anything. Bill.
No way.
Somebody's wandering down the sidewalk.
Is the door not open for Bill Busch or
He
something?
made it. Is that Bill Busch?
You want me to move over one?
Yeah, move over there. It'd be great.
Climb over
so
one.
Bill is. I knew Bill would show up. So, all right. That's Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by our friends at Newton's Lawn Care. 402-464-5685. Call or text as always. All right. The news of yesterday, Sip, was Nebraska. If you were kind of like me, I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but a lot of people thought it was too good to be true regarding Nebraska getting potentially both Kyle McCord and Dylan Raiola. And as of yesterday, it appears they will not be getting both Kyle McCord and Dylan Raiola because it appears Kyle McCord is out.
Yeah, there's reports.
What happened yesterday, Sip?
Well, he's moved on. He's decided that he'll look elsewhere. That's per Pete Nakos of On3. Late last night, there hadn't been any explanation, and I don't know that you'll get an explanation. Too good to be true is not a bad explanation, right?
Mm-hmm.
2 5 stars. What you're in in our role, we're in a challenging position, and it kind of just comes down to speculation. A lot of it, not all of it, because we know McCord was here, right?
Yes.
Jake's dealing with some major problems over there.
I just love it when they deal with
We're
change.
barely aware that
Here's
we're
the
here
deal.
right now.
Here's the deal. I heard it. Jay, I heard it on the radio. I got in my car and got down here.
I love it.
I
love it when they change.
I'm on 2 hours of sleep. I got in the car.
I just
plus
love it
Hyman's
when they
in here. I
change
can't miss
stuff.
that. So I got in my car and got down here right away.
I appreciate it, Bill. We
Thank you.
appreciate you being here.
God bless you.
I love this. So on 3, speak.
Well, what happened? I don't know. It during the afternoon, everybody's wondering. I knew what was going to happen toward 4 o'clock. People were going to start freaking out, and there was a lot of freaking out. My phone was blowing up, and then came the report from Pete Nakos of On3. McCord's moved on. I didn't necessarily expect that. I didn't. I was a little taken back by it, a little surprised. Not totally, but we know. Okay, so what do we know? We're going to do a lot of speculating today. I get it. It's part and parcel of the situation. But we know that McCord visited Monday and Tuesday. Yesterday was Wednesday. People were wondering, what? Can you just lock it down now? As the day went on, you kind of wondered, and then boom, here came the news. No, he's moving on. Don't know where he's moving on to. Syracuse that's a lot of the speculation. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, it's just over. It's not going to happen. I thought it could. McCord and Dylan Raiola. Now, I'm still saying 98% on Dylan Raiola. I know Jake's.
It's a high number.
Is
It's
that
a high number.
going down from what it was Monday and Tuesday?
Well,
or
I
not?
know,
You
I'm
at
always-
99 at one time?
I say
Felt
98.
like it.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
No.
Husker fans, things are trending.
No. I know. I was
99 to 98.
No, I was actually let me explain myself. I said 90. I've been saying 90, 95. Now, of course it goes up now. McCord's gone. It's
For Nebraska, it needs to go up because at this point, again, Monday, you get the excitement of, hey, you might get both guys. You might get Kyle McCord and Raiola, which a lot of jaded Nebraska fans said, all right, I'll believe it when I see it. They're excited to hear this information, excited to hear for the potential, but we've seen this before where things are talked about and they don't come through.
Now we got to get Bill to weigh in here, but I think Bill would say I'm naive. I just thought you could do it. I thought it could happen. I was sort of counting on it to happen.
It would have been a miraculous situation if we'd all agree, wouldn't you?
It would be
It
remarkable.
would be a remarkable situation.
would.
for that
But
to happen.
doable.
I think the chance of it happening would have been better with more space and more timing and more times probably to work things out. Was all of a sudden things hit bang bang. McCord here, and then also with Rayola coming
It happened
in,
so fast.
It happened almost the whole verbiage was like simultaneously. McCord was talked about, earlier. We hadn't
Good
been on a
point.
trip or anything,
Good
so that
point.
really wasn't real. And then all of a sudden, it all happened at one time. So the ability to put it all together may have been tough with timing. And timing is just the way it is. It's just tough now.
It's tough timing.
It's just tough. Can you imagine right now let's think about this. If you're Alabama and you're dealing with portal, people leaving, people coming in. Oh, by the way, you have recruiting weekends. Then we got this whole playoff thing going on at the same time.
Yeah,
Get
crazy.
your team ready. So what's going on right now is insane. So with that, Nebraska was down one element, which they don't have a game that they're playing in at the time. There's so many things going on and how fast things go. So you're trying to tie this whole thing together with McCord, and you probably started talking to him a week ago. And
then now the thing you got to drive home. The point as you speak, I thought about it. You're right. First of all, the timing, everything's happening too fast. But there are things that you have to remind yourself and drive home. And one is McCord came.
Mm-hmm.
He was here. He was here Monday and Tuesday. He was interested, and then he wasn't. Why? I mean,
yeah, it is incredible that
he was here. He was interested. I think he was ready, and then he wasn't.
But it goes back to Monday, like Bill said. I mean, it was it was McCord the whole day, and then all of a sudden it's like 6 o'clock. Oh, Rayola, things have changed in the Dylan Rayola recruitment, and I mean, people thought, can you get both guys? Unlikely, but let's think that we can for a while.
It's never happened.
This is like it was going to go all downhill from McCord after that.
Yeah, it's never really happened.
That's what it felt like
at Nebraska, where they've had 2 5-star guys. You know what I'm talking about, since 2000, because that's the recruiting rankings, right?
So last year, Moore, the quarterback that went to UCLA,
Dante Moore,
I believe he was the highest rated quarterback. Would that be accurate?
I believe it's first or second.
Yeah. I don't know who else would be at that. But anyway,
yeah.
That's where he was at. At the same time, they also brought in a grad transfer. Where was he from? I believe it was Kent State. It was from the MAC.
Okay.
So the tension wasn't quite the same.
No.
I just want to say, what if you were at UCLA last year, Moore's coming in, then also the starting quarterback for Ohio State at just 111.
Yeah.
So just put those together in your head.
Tough.
In your head, just tough.
Yeah.
Those things are tough. So that might be the situation. But here's Husker fans say this, especially from us, that no one knows that even the timing was the situation. You don't know. We're not in the room.
No.
So we don't. So it might be like, you know what? I just felt it was a better fit for me to be here. I just thought this happened. You don't know what the situation is.
You don't.
Unless someone responds, unless they actually come out, do an interview, and they say, here's the exact reason we didn't come to Nebraska.
Right.
And they lay it out. And it could be anything. You don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I want to play in warm weather.
So people understand. I did call Derek McCord, the father, and he just
because you've spoken.
Yeah, he didn't want to talk.
Well, I'm sure he didn't.
See, but people want the one answers, but they're not necessarily available. I mean, Matt Rule's not just going to come out and say to Sipple, okay, here's what happened. Here's what all went down. Monday, this is what happened. Then this happened. Then this happened. So I hope that helps. No, that's not the way. They're not going to do that.
They can't.
Right.
They can't even. They can't even do it legally. They can't even.
Right.
You know, people have done it before, and then they get reprimanded, and the NCAA shows up at your door.
Thank you.
So you can't comment on people that are not here.
Yeah, and McCord's, it wouldn't do them. I don't think it would do them much good just to bare their soul to Sipple, you know.
You'd like that. You'd probably like that, though.
I just don't. It wouldn't be productive for anybody. It would be productive for me. It'd be incredible, but I don't think it'd be good for their situation right now. You're talking about dealing with money now. There's business element now to this. So that's it. I think, you know what? Look through the front of the car, not the rear view mirror. Look through the.
Yeah.
It's over. I'm looking forward.
If
keep talking about the back.
At the time, if any point in time, the fan base would be ecstatic if they got one of the two. If you were even talking about it, to say we got Rayola, we got McCord, ecstatic. So
either of them, yeah.
So one's still there at 98%. So just get the one.
Let's go. Yeah,
just get the one.
Yeah.
If this weekend bears a commitment from Rayola on Saturday, Sunday, and you're talking,
it's all forgotten.
Yeah, I think most of these forgotten because again, getting both guys would have been, I think, a miracle at this point. To get both those dudes at a program that has not made a bowl game since 2016. It's not, it's trending the right direction, but they haven't done it yet. You feel good about Matt Rule and staff. That would be an incredible situation for a lot of schools. I mean, How many schools would love to have 2 5-stars? All of them. It would.
Be the same thing. Be like, okay, what's going on at Purdue? Well, it's kind of crazy. They got the Ohio State quarterback in, and they'll another quarterback in. That people be like, what? What just happened?
Yep.
Northwestern. They're 7-5. They finished one game out of winning the West. This happened
That's
there.
right.
No, neither one's happening there.
Just too good to be true. But the reason why we're speaking about it with such emotion is because McCord was here. He was here. He made it here.
He was on campus.
That will always add to the mystique of the story.
Yeah.
If they were like, no, they're talking to him. Man, they talked to him last night for an hour. He was
at Memorial Stadium. He rode up the elevator with one of the guys I know over there. He and his family, whoever his dad and whoever else who was there with. He was here. It adds to the mystique is all it does at this point. That's exactly right.
So now you have probably a lot of Husker fans a little bit on edge saying, all right, we know we're trending the right direction for Raiola. But at this point, you don't get him. This goes back to Monday saying, all right,
stop.
Let's not get
Don't be fatalist. Don't be fatalist.
Fans.
Don't be the fatalist.
I'm not. I'm just speaking on behalf of a lot of fans that are jaded. They're hurt because they've hurt before.
Right.
By the team's record, by the performance, by recruits you thought you had.
Oh,
so
God.
if
Raiola doesn't come
and when Raiola commits, we can wash this over and say, all right, cool,
That would be
McCord,
perfect.
that stinks. But Raiola, the future is bright then. If and when he does commit this weekend or early next week before signing day on Wednesday.
98%, Jake.
It's a pretty high number.
I heard George is coming back around.
Although I will say this,
Well,
there's also a 99% chance that Auburn was going to win in the last game.
Fourth and goal from the 32.
They didn't.
Touchdown. Well, the thing also is that Daniel Kalin, who's right now in the class.
Yeah. We're still in the class.
With the idea that Raiola might be going to Nebraska. He's taking a visit to Michigan State.
He did. He is. He's still, but he is. I'm glad you said what you did. He is still committed to Nebraska.
He's still right now a Nebraska commit, just visiting Michigan State.
Visiting Michigan State, which lost all of their scholarship guys, I believe. Well, they lost Noah Kim. I didn't know this till yesterday. He went to Coastal Carolina. Noah Kim, remember?
I didn't know that. I liked him. A little bit I saw him. There were some times that he was young. So impressive. Also, Jonathan Smith in Michigan State is a really good coach. Not kind of a good coach. He's a really good coach. Played the position.
Like you.
The position. No, the same thing. Same thing. Same deal. Somehow I feel it's different. Somehow I feel it's different that he won the Fiesta Bowl and played at Coach Cinco. And I played at Pender. I wonder if it's the same.
With Duke.
Yeah, with Duke. And Duke yelled at cigarettes. Hey, did they yell at you in the huddle when Duke yelled at me? The coach's kid always gets to score.
You changed it.
Yeah,
you changed the play.
Changed the play for Duke.
God, you're so nice.
Yeah.
Okay, now hold on. Yeah, well, you did play the position. So Noah Kim went to Coastal.
Okay.
Sam Levitt went to Arizona State.
That's right.
And Hauser's still out there.
Where are we at with Coastal's?
He committed to NC State.
NC State.
Okay,
I think it's over.
Yesterday,
It's over.
NC State.
I've been saying, watch that pickup. I think that's a great pickup. And right now, it's like things are like the musical chairs are going, and there's not a lot of chairs. And people, I want to go there. Well, they don't have a spot open for you.
It will be mildly interesting to me to see where. No, it'll be more interesting to me than most to see where McCord goes. I came to like McCord. I did. I came to like him. Like I watched a lot of him, and he's a big horse. That's a strong arm. I mean, he's a big kid, 6'3", 215, can stand in there and deliver it. He gets protection. He was going to be good. I love the idea of McCord being the bridge to Dylan Raiola. I just thought it was perfect.
It was a cool picture.
Well, it was a ungodly
picture.
good picture.
Great picture.
Now, here's where the picture gets a little splotchy if McCord throws a couple picks, and they lose a game. And then what? And then it's uncomfortable. It is. And that's just the fact. That's just the fact. It would get really uncomfortable for him. So you have to acknowledge that part, right? And it would. There's no talking around that. If he throws a couple picks against Colorado and they lose, yeah, not good.
Did McCord's dad hang up on you?
He did.
Hello, are you there?
This is Steve Sipple. Yeah.
Hello.
Testing.
Hello. He didn't call back.
He absolutely hung up. No, I was advised not to. So that was it at Starbucks. I got Starbucks.
I like. So this is what comes in when bad news happens to Nebraska. This is a texture from Iowa. This is a Husker fan in Iowa who says, "No McCord, no Raiola, no Kalen, Chuba leaves. Heinrich's left for a couple walk-ons, and that's where we're heading."
No, that's not.
Calm him down.
No.
Calm the Iowa, the Iowa man down.
Hold it. Is this Jake's dad calling in? Sounds like it's Thornson's dad. That's what it sounds like to me.
That's
not
not
it's not them. Not
No,
them.
you're going to get Raiola. No, I don't know what happens with the rest of that picture. I'll say this. I'm trying to, say something with substance, and even if it's an opinion, I think Kalen will move on. I think the Raiola thing is maybe a little too much for that to still happen. I could be wrong. We'll see, but I guess I'd be surprised if Kalen remained part of the picture.
The other drama from yesterday, and again, this means probably means nothing, but it could be just coincidental that former Husker quarterback Casey Thompson was back in Lincoln, seeing some friends on campus. Here's the problem: when you have the news like this of McCord, and then there's a coincidence of Casey Thompson's back, who also just got eligible for a 7th year of college football. People say, "Oh God, they're going to bring in Casey, bring him back."
You do worse.
Can we talk people off the ledge? I mean, Casey's not bad. I like Casey. That's not a diss at Casey.
No, I don't know. I don't think that's happening. He was visiting.
Let's make that very clear. He was visiting friends. He's got friends here from his 1 year in
I
Nebraska.
don't know what to make of that. I don't know what to make of that.
Well, it was a big deal on the internet last night. Casey Thompson back in Lincoln.
The World Wide Web.
The World Wide Web was all into Casey being back in
We have a
Lincoln.
man with handcuffs in here, which I'm still battling.
Yeah.
Look at Rick over there.
It's like paraphernalia.
All the goods.
Yeah,
Blinders hat.
Yeah, so that's that. It happened all kind of fast. I was surprised by the report from Pete Nakos. I was. I was sort of just thinking, okay, maybe this will go another day, but they got to make a decision. They meaning McCord's. And there it was. Boom, out. Yeah, and here's the other thing about it. I'm just trying to give any information I can. Agents are big in this. It was his agent he has an agent, and he's the one who was, behind the scenes talking. There's an agent. All these high profile guys. Well, I'd say most of them have agents now. They're all range of agents, legit ones, guys like me that just decided to be an agent. Yeah, there's a wide range of agents out there, but so there it was, right? I mean, I don't know, was it late afternoon when it happened?
Yeah, it was about 3 or 4 o'clock, 4:30. I want to say that the news broke that Kyle McCord was out on Nebraska.
That's it. Yeah, it's interesting, fascinating to me. I thought they could get them both. I thought they're gonna, and I know Bill's right. It'd be remarkable. And like somebody tweeted to me, Sipple's not that remarkable. They had Crouch and Newcomb. Well, Newcomb moved positions right away, pretty much right away, went to receiver.
That was the team that also was national championship level.
Yeah.
Right?
And there's some, it's correct that there are 2 high profile quarterbacks, but the day and age is much different too than then. It was more likely, I think, back then that maybe it could work. It's different too because Dylan Raiola wasn't going to move to receiver, nor imagine Kyle McCord playing receiver.
Hey, just a little different.
Go out there at X.
We want you wide.
We're going to isolate you.
the route. Just
We're going to isolate you.
Run that corner out. So it's a little different. It's a little different situation. And it would have been remarkable. I get it. It would have been. It would have been, but I thought it was aligning like you're going to have a remarkable situation, and I thought it was doable, but maybe not in this day and age.
Yeah. Was there ever a time on Monday you thought that it was too good to be true yourself, though? Like you thought it was going to happen.
As yesterday went on,
back and paused.
The reason it added up to have a lot of tread to it was that there wasn't a lot of other things going on with McCord. That's the part we talked about the most.
Yes.
Where it wasn't, that was the whole reason of the excitement. It wasn't just the fact that he's a good player. And he won 11-1 at Ohio State and played basically every snap of the season. It wasn't like, well, he's going to come here. and he's going to go to USC, and then he's going to go here. No, he didn't have options. That was the part that stood out the most.
Now you know what we're going to find out, Bill? Maybe he had him and we just didn't know it.
We lost you.
Oh, you did?
What?
You lost me?
I lost myself.
Oh, yeah.
I
might have kicked
I
something
think Rick
down here.
unplugged you over there.
So what I was going to say to Bill's thing is maybe, can you got it? Bill, what I was going to say in retort is that maybe he had options that we just didn't know about. Now we'll find that out because he'll have to go somewhere. Now, maybe he's, Duke's open. I think A&M's open, Auburn. There's a lot of places that are still open, and maybe that's what's happening.
You would be accurate. Nothing appeared up front. When we talked to everyone, where else has he been? Hadn't been anywhere that we knew of.
I didn't know he was talking to anybody.
At the time, had nothing else set.
Right.
That's what we knew. Probably still options there behind. There's someone that's been talked to. You never know how that all played out, but I said that was the reason of the excitement.
Because there was no tread.
There was no. It was like, well, he's going.
No, not in that. But there was tread at Nebraska.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
Yeah,
that's a good point. And maybe, my perception of it was, Bill, Jake, Rick, is that there was no discussion anywhere else because he was pretty locked in on Nebraska. That was my perception of it. He wasn't worried about anyone else because he came here to sign a deal.
And then out of nowhere on Monday, the tweets about Raiola came back into play, and that's when things all changed, and understandably so.
Yeah,
I can't criticize him for that.
I will say, which also is interesting, because of the most incredible nightmare I've ever had in my life at First Rate Ag Services.
Oh, all right.
Wait a second, say it again.
First Rate Ag Services, where I spoke at last night to a 25th anniversary party / Christmas party.
And what was the venue?
Insane. It was insane. It was right on the farm, and they have a huge warehouse that they made into a hall. Christmas, it was incredible. I'll show you the video. But I got there around 4:30, 4:45. So I don't get in my car until like 10. And I'm in Holdridge, and so all this stuff happened. I had no idea about anything that happened. No idea anything was going on with. I missed the whole thing.
Yeah,
we're at a Christmas party.
You missed all the drama. It's better like that, probably.
Yeah. Well, you didn't miss that much. All it was just a report that came out. You're fully briefed, like you're the president now. You're fully briefed on the situation. You're fully briefed.
Also, you don't have to talk. I mean, you don't have to. No one talk. You don't go into great detail when you don't go to a place. It's
exactly.
just that's all it said.
Yeah.
We're not coming.
Oh, from my point of view, from a journalist point of view, it's going to be really frustrating for the next few days because people are going to want answers, and McCords aren't going to, like I said, they're not going to lay it all out, right?
Also, I read an article, though, was it yesterday or some point in time, I read an article on McCord on how taken back his Ohio State teammates were. They loved him.
They did.
They absolutely
loved
loved
the same article.
And it was a remarkable article. They were just like, even Brown, who's now the starter, was just like, he's my best friend.
Yeah. And
they found out about it. A few guys in the locker room, a lot of them found out
a few days
by social media.
Yeah, they found out. It was interesting. And you're a football guy. There's so many guys involved. There were some guys that said, no, I knew like 3 days prior. So he had told some guys, but some guys were, and some guys were taken aback, and some guys were pissed. And you could tell they just didn't want to say much. Now, some guys like Marvin Harrison obviously loved him. Jack Sawyer, who I accidentally called.
Should have called him again yesterday, hopefully. Should have called him back.
Yeah, he loves him.
This isn't McCord.
How about this one? How about this one? Who's Ohio State signed?
Nobody.
No one yet.
What if McCord ends up back at Ohio State? Portal is portal. You can enter the portal, you can exit the portal, because we're not sure. Because right now, McCord doesn't have to report to Wichita till like next week.
Mm-hmm. He'll be in Wichita.
He'll be in Wichita next week. Right now,
Wichita's packed right now. By the way,
for a lot of people, there's over. Well, imagine that when they're checking in. How many guys? There's 1,500
overflow.
We have no rooms for you here.
No room at the end.
Staffing's problems.
We got staffing.
They have staffing issues.
We got some
concessions. Everything's hard.
They're bringing in those machines, like what are those weight machines that you used to use?
Universal.
They're bringing in
universal weight machines from every place that has one like that. Every small town in Nebraska is driving them down to Wichita so they can work out. Use the leg press.
not
Yeah,
much
McCord's got to
operational.
go into that now.
Oh man,
I tell you, I told you
go
guys.
back to Columbia.
No wonder he's not talking.
He might. Yeah, he's on. That's what he's doing
Down
right
there.
now. Doing the military press on the Universal machine on the
Bad
stage,
orange juice.
up on the stage. Remember I think it was. Where was it at? Theirs was on the stage. Imagine that every school in Nebraska had one. Now they're at the port. Where are they at?
They're all
down at the
Wichita.
port. Wichita. That's where they're at. All the Universal machines.
It's a roped off area.
All right, here we go. Whistles blowing. Tweet. Tweet. Real quick, can I say this one time?
Yes.
100.
Yes.
You know how much I wanted to move to Aurora?
Yeah.
You have yes.
Vacation Holdridge.
No kidding.
Yeah, spend
Vacation holder.
a long weekend, spend it in Holdridge. It was the most amazing people I've ever been around in my life.
Well, we'll talk about that
It's
later.
a great town.
First rate ass.
It's a great town.
Yes.
Holdridge.
Part of
Heyman, Heyman's here with handcuffs, which
Handcuffs.
I still
Well,
taken aback by.
We'll get to that later. Next early.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jay Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Constructors Inc., a Nebco company, is now hiring heavy equipment mechanics to maintain fleet equipment and vehicle operations. Constructors offers mechanics a competitive salary, 4-day work weeks with overtime options, a $5,000 hiring bonus, a tool allowance, and great benefits. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. Apply today for their mechanic positions. Visit constructorslincoln.com.
This is Brad with Midwest Bank, proudly serving our Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank, making local decisions, supporting local organizations, and helping local businesses and farms succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
Golfing in 72 degrees in perfect conditions in Nebraska doesn't seem possible in December, but it is. Double Eagle Golf is your escape from the bone-chilling cold outside and a reason to keep your clubs out year-round. Book your holiday parties at Double Eagle Golf and make plans to join them for a New Year's Eve party. Gift cards make a great stocking stuffer for Christmas, and don't forget to look ahead to 2024 as spring leagues begin in February. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Online at doubleeagle.golf.
Hey, it's Sean Callahan, and football season is here, and there is one place that has all the games, plus great food and beer specials. Tanner's Bar and Grill at 30th and Yankee Hill. Whether it's Thursday night football, college football Saturdays, NFL Sundays, or Monday night football, there's a great view of the game from any seat with different food and drink specials every night. Try the Blue Ribbon Reuben Sandwich or the Prime Rib French Dip or any of their famous chicken dips. That's Tanner's Bar and Grill at 30th and Yankee Hill.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill. Open for lunch and dinner at 10th and P or at 1501 Center Park Road.
Great Diesel and Equipment Services is your go-to place in Lincoln for repairs and maintenance for diesel pickups to Class 8 over-the-road trucks and trailers, from bumper pole utility to full-size semi. Gray performs DOT inspections and are a service provider for fleet companies like ARI, Element Fleet, and FleetNet. They're a family-owned business in operation since 1952, and they keep a clean, friendly shop. Customer service is their top priority. Give Gray Diesel and Equipment Services a visit today, with easy access just off I-80 and North 56th Street.
This year, give the gift of delicious food, incredible service, and a lasting memory with the Pillar Restaurant Group gift card. When you purchase a $50 gift card, you receive a $5 bonus card, or purchase a $100 gift card to receive a $20 bonus card. These cards can be used at all Pillar Restaurant Group locations, including Venue Restaurant and Lounge, Piedmont Bistro, The Butchery, The Bakery, and all Lincoln Good Sense Deli Fresh Subs locations. Available for purchase at any of our concepts or online at prgnebraska.com.
The Southern Pecan Cake from Beatrice Bakery. They don't just let you call anything Southern, especially when it's baked right here in Nebraska. There are standards you have to meet, like a rich, decadent, moist caramel cake? Check. Bursting with too many large pecans to count? Check. Big enough to share with the whole group? Check. But delicious enough that you won't want to share? A big check on that one. The Southern Pecan Cake, the newest cake to the Beatrice Bakery lineup. Try it for yourself at Beatrice Bakery. Online at BeatriceBakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Whether you're booking a trip to Lincoln for a football game or a volleyball weekend, the Scarlet Hotel at Innovation Campus is the place for you. The Scarlet Hotel is special on many levels, from the delicious Well and Good restaurant on the main floor to the coolest rooftop patio bar in Lincoln, the Barred Owl, on the top floor of the hotel with great views of the city and one of the coolest drink menus. Book your stay or book a staycation today at scarlethotelnebraska.com.
This
good morning, little brother.
is Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Dana Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You can always call or text 402-464-5685. Be part of the show. By the way, quick plug, our friend at Computer Hardware,
Trip-tastic.
What a guy. What a guy. Hey, Computer Hardware is Nebraska's Apple authorized service provider. Are you upgrading your iPad, or do you have questions on what Apple device is best for you? Don't go anywhere else for all your Apple product needs. Computer Hardware has served as Nebraska's Apple partner since 1980. Has a team of experts to help you with locations in Lincoln, Kearney, Hastings, and Grand Island. Stop by and see them today. Tripp and the team, 70th here in Lincoln at Computer Hardware.
Also, I don't know if you guys gave a shout out or not, but it's one of the reasons that was like, you know what? Haven't slept. I'm gonna race in because you know what? We didn't ask the Breakers yesterday if they were tired when we said, hey, let's pony up some money. Didn't ask them if they were tired, and they did. And they came through
big time.
Yeah.
No, hey, you guys tired? You don't have time to give? Yeah, they had time to give.
So at the end of our show, 1890 posted a recap of at least stuff prior to 8 a.m. So I'm sure we had more stuff rolling in from the podcast, people watching after the fact. We were just shy of $7,000 on this show in a span of less than an hour. I mean, Matt Davison was on the air about 7:10, and he was off the air by 7:35. In that 25 minutes and beyond.
And you didn't start promoting it till about 25 after.
Yeah, we were well into the show before we started.
And that voice you hear is Rick Hyman.
That's Rick Hyman. So Rick Hyman Jewelers will be on for the song of the day next segment.
That foreign voice.
Yes.
In the Peaky Blinders hat over there. But yes, we appreciate all the Breakers. Thank you for what you did yesterday and just being a huge part of the 1890s.
Davis in Texas, if you're listening, do you need another $100,000? We can get it.
We can help you out right now.
Let us know. We can get it done. Heyman can sell some stuff.
Yeah.
I brought some stuff in to sell.
Yeah, he can sell some stuff.
You got some stuff. I don't know what's going on with your handcuffs.
It's interesting over there. He'll tell us, though, I'm sure.
Valuable.
I get nervous when I see handcuffs.
We've all been there.
It's federal. It's
federal. Yeah.
A long time.
If you have never been handcuffed, you haven't been
What's
living.
the motto, though? What's our motto?
What?
No felonies after 55.
Exactly. I mean, Zip talks about that. We're reading about people getting don't do that.
No
speeding
felonies.
ticket, that's okay.
That's fine.
Misdemeanors happen.
Prison time?
No,
good.
not a good
No
deal.
felonies.
Not good.
Stay out of prison.
No felonies, nothing.
Stay out of
Federal.
No, not good.
Federal prison's different.
Yeah, stay out of
No
prison.
trouble that you can't get out of.
Yes.
Yes. A quick plug for tonight also, Nebraska Volleyball, Final Four in Tampa. Tampa, Florida. Nebraska will play Pitt at 6 p.m. You can watch that match tonight. Huskers, if they win, will play the winner of Wisconsin and Texas in the finals this weekend.
There you go.
Should be a
Pitt's good. I mean, Pitt,
of course,
obviously they're in the Final Four.
Final Four.
Yeah.
I
That
love
might mean
those.
something.
Hey, they any good? Or in the Final Four.
They
How
have
they start off with 64 teams.
I know they have the National Player of the Year. and I know they have an All-American setter. They have the National Player of the Year who's a freshman. National Player of the Year.
That's significant.
Not the freshman National Player of the Year, the National Player of the Year who's a freshman. That's pretty good, right?
Wow. I mean, that's it.
She could probably hammer it.
Yeah.
But Nebraska had 3 All-Americans. I think 3 first-team All-Americans, Lexi Rodriguez, Merritt Beeson, and Jake, help me. God, help me, please.
Harper Murray.
That might be right.
She was in
Yeah, you're right.
She's one of them, yeah.
Good job.
She was up there.
Merritt Beeson,
Lexi
Harper
Rodriguez
Murray,
also.
Yeah, Lexi Rodriguez.
Yes. That's how we did.
Do we get that, Josh?
Yeah, perfect, he says. He says perfect. So 6 p.m. tonight, Nebraska against Pitt in the Final Four for Husker.
6 p.m.
What is that on?
That's on ESPN.
ESPN.
Wow. Let me confirm that right now.
Regular ESPN, the Deuce.
I believe regular ESPN. It's been the last several years on regular ESPN for the.
I know the final game is usually on regular ESPN. So
and your default can be John Baylor.
Yes, John Baylor was
full
energy,
which again just blew my mind.
Yes, it is 1,000% ESPN regular. The regular ESPN tonight. Okay. Huskers at 6, and then Wisconsin, Texas at 8:30, also on ESPN.
Okay.
And then the final is on Sunday. Sunday. Sunday.
Weird. Isn't that it? It's Thursday and then Sunday.
Couple days off.
It's a couple days off.
They'll be fresh.
Yeah.
Like that.
Fresh.
Take nothing for granted.
Nothing.
Final Four. It's hard to win. Really hard to win.
Absolutely.
There, I see a lot of texts. As you could assume.
Okay, let's hear them.
People are coming back to Raiola McCord because that's the news right now. That's significant.
It's fascinating.
It's interesting. A lot of the assumption, again, people like to assume things about why McCord isn't coming here. That we didn't want to battle with a freshman coming in. He wanted to have the guaranteed spot.
I'd push back hard on that.
Thank you. I thought you would.
I'd push back hard on that. He was starting quarterback at Ohio State and had to earn the job.
Yep.
He sat, waited, fought.
3 years he sat.
All those things. Sat. He had him and Brown went head to head.
Devin Brown
did not remember this. Yeah, they announced the quarterback. Nope, it's going into camp. Spring ball, do it. Nope, went into camp. So I would always push back on someone when you play any sport, but the sport of football, where people knock you down, and people they what they really want to do is they want to kill the quarterback. It's a tough position. Mm-hmm. So they have competitive skills.
Yeah,
they have a competitive skill set. There's no chance it'd be like you don't ever even get to that point if you're non-competitive.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't think anyone was, like I said, I went through that whole detail when Joe Burrow came to LSU. How was detailed? The head coach told him, "You're not jogging out there at the ones for the first part of the thing. Here's our map to give yourself a chance to earn it. Here's how it's going to work out."
Yeah.
And so,
no. Yeah, we can't. I mean, it's easy to make that assumption. It is, Jake, Bill. It's easy to make that assumption without talking to anybody.
Would you want a head coach at any place to say? Imagine right now if that was the case. It was like, you're the starter. Okay, what about Chuba? No. He's the starter. He's never been here.
Right.
He's the starter.
Right.
He's there's other guys coming in. Then I don't care who's coming in. He's the starter. And that's what we want guaranteed. And I want it in writing. No one's going to do that. And
doesn't exist.
No, doesn't exist. And there's just no way. I'm always going to stand up for the competitive spirit of players.
Is it possible, though, the whole situation freaked him out, McCord?
We mentioned earlier, timing was not ideal.
Right. Okay. No.
But there's no ideal timings right now.
Yeah, that's what
with the way the portal works. There's no idea. The timings is brutal for everybody. Just don't think for a second that Grayson McCall going to NC State didn't throw somebody else in a loop. It threw another family into a loop.
Yeah.
All these things that go down, everyone also got
really wild.
It wasn't like no, it didn't affect anything else. No, there's an effect, cause and effect to everything. So look at all these players went wherever Cam Ward ends up. It's a big deal. It'll affect lives.
Yeah, think about Florida State. Well, if he went to Florida State, those two guys that had to play after Jordan Travis,
it's true freshmen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so I guess we weren't good enough.
Yeah,
I'm gonna bring in the big shot. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll just sit here. No, I got it. It's
all
tough.
good.
And then we didn't even get into the money aspect of this. You would have had to pay them both McCord and Dillon, and maybe that's not a factor, but could be. If you want $2 million quarterbacks, that's probably what you were dealing with here. $2 million quarterbacks,
a lot of money.
$2 million quarterbacks
A lot
on
of
the
money.
roster.
Yeah. One of them's not playing.
That's right. At the most, he's playing 4 games.
So you know,
This is
quarterback.
wild.
It's not like wide receiver. No, they're both in the game. When I was down there, it was like,
Good point.
McCord's an
who's in the
X-rated
game down there? Well,
Look at a million.
Jefferson's in the game for LSU, and so's Chase.
Right.
And then so's Marshall. He's
Right.
a second rounder.
Right.
Like that. And then Moss. is
Not
out
in this
there, too.
case. It would have been not one of the guys that stand
You guys, yeah.
making a million.
Yeah, how's it going for? Hey, you guys, are you going to Duffy's afterwards?
Yeah.
I'll meet you at the rail. Hey, want to get a fishbowl at Duffy's? You got money, right?
I got money off. Pouring out my ears
Hey,
right now.
Exactly.
When we come back, Rick Hyman's Song of the Day
Oh,
in
this is
studio on Early Break.
Gotta hope
on
it's
the
the 70s.
73.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Hey, Santa, we're getting a lot of requests for Nebraska Lottery Holiday Classic scratch tickets this year.
Makes sense. Until January 3rd, 2024, players can enter non-winning tickets online for a chance to win 1, 5, 10, or 20,000 bucks.
Yeah, but I built like 1 million wooden trains.
Why do you keep making those?
They're a classic holiday gift.
Oh, trust me, Jingles, there's nothing more classic than cash.
Top prize odds vary by game. Hey, it's Sean Callahan, and football season is here, and there is one place that has all the games, plus great food and beer specials. Tanner's Bar and Grill at 30th and Yankee Hill. Whether it's Thursday night football, college football Saturdays, NFL Sundays, or Monday night football, there's a great view of the game from any seat with different food and drink specials every night. Try the Blue Ribbon Reuben Sandwich or the Prime Rib French Dip or any of their famous chicken wings. That's Tanner's Bar and Grill at 30th and Yankee Hill.
The Southern Pecan Cake from Beatrice Bakery. They don't just let you call anything Southern, especially when it's baked right here in Nebraska. There are standards you have to meet, like a rich, decadent, moist caramel cake? Check. Bursting with too many large pecans to count? Check. Big enough to share with the whole group? Check. But delicious enough that you won't want to share? A big check on that one. The Southern Pecan Cake, the newest cake to the Beatrice Bakery lineup. Try it for yourself at Beatrice Bakery. Online at BeatriceBakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
Concrete Industries, a Nebco company, has immediate job openings for precast production laborers. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $20 per hour and a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Belmont Chiropractic and Novotny Nutrition and Wellness specialize in getting rid of people's pain quickly and permanently. For 31 years, they've been extremely successful with advanced techniques in pain relief using spinal adjustments and decompression, detoxification, diet and lifestyle modification, and more. They are fully equipped to handle the most seasonal athlete, weekend warrior, car accidents, strains, sprains, and more. Is there anywhere you're experiencing pain on your body, or are you fighting decreased energy and depression? Consult Belmont Chiropractic and Novotny Nutrition and Wellness first at 402-476-8619.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1, what's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2, join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving. Go cardio crazy in our clean and spacious clubs, or get down with some dumbbells and strength equipment. Step 3, bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month. It's glow time. See club for details.
New year, new career. The new year is just around the corner. Why not start it off strong with a new career? General Excavating is looking for qualified underground utility project managers. Check out our website, generalexcavating.com, or call 402-467-1627 for more information. Happy holidays from General Excavating.
This year, give the gift of delicious food, incredible service, and a lasting memory with the Pillar Restaurant Group gift card. When you purchase a $50 gift card, you receive a $5 bonus card. Or purchase a $100 gift card to receive a $20 bonus card. These cards can be used at all Pillar Restaurant Group locations, including Venue Restaurant and Lounge, Piedmont Bistro, The Butchery, The Bakery, and all Lincoln Good Sense Deli Fresh Subs locations. Available for purchase at any of our concepts or online at prgnebraska.com.
Move over, Jake.
I'm moving. Jeez.
Thursdays are reserved for a man with a wider range of music knowledge than Jake could ever dream of.
This is the golden era. You would hear this on any radio station. You know, it wasn't like it is now.
Okay.
You know, you got country, you got R&B, you got pop, you got rap, you got rock. They didn't have that then. You heard everything.
A man who knows a good song when he hears it, just as much as a good diamond when he sees it.
You get a diamond!
Yes, I do get a diamond. I get a diamond, and that makes me happy.
It's time for Rick Hyman's Song of the Day, sponsored by Sartor Hyman Jewelers, on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket.
Too strong.
Once again, your song of the day, Me and Mrs. Jones by Billy Paul from 1973. 464-5685. 1 is bad, 10 is good. Text your rating and Rick Hyman's Sartor Hyman Jewelers song of the day.
Hyman.
Just nailed it. Now I see why he dresses like that. I hear the music. I see why he's
Comes
dressed.
in a suit with handcuffs and plays that.
Plays that.
Hyman's got it going on himself.
Yeah.
I mean,
tell my wife.
Mr. Hyman's got a
Please.
thing going on.
Oh.
My God. Rick. That was ridiculous.
Where'd that take you to, Sip?
It took me to, I'll tell you where it took me. That song even sounded good in my dad's Tornado in the back seat driving between Grand Island and Columbus. We take that 30, Highway 30. And, it'd get quiet sometimes at night, even though the car was packed, 3 boys, my mom in the front. But that song would come on, even on that radio, it would sound good.
Yeah.
And then when you got headphones on, there's a symphony. There's a symphony playing.
I can't imagine the setup when they recorded that. I'm sure
There's a
Rick
symphony.
will tell us.
The symphony.
Give us
9.964.
Whoa.
I mean, it's ridiculous. Well, it's a ridiculous song. I mean, there's no songs like that anymore.
No, you don't hear that
for
anymore.
sure. I mean, what if that came on the radio now? They'd be totally taken it back and say the apocalypse is happening no matter what. I mean,
Here comes the rapture.
Is that Kanye West?
Where's the drum track?
Is that Diddy?
Where's the beat?
That
ain't happening anymore.
It didn't really take. I wasn't going back to like myself in time. I was picturing this. I could just see something the lounge, lighting her cigarette. Lighting her cigarette.
Dress on.
Oh yeah, there's a meeting. I mean,
Yep.
Regal would come up. It was a Regal song.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 89999.
If you were watching on
very close to
the
a
video
9.
stream, Bill had his eyes closed.
I did.
He went to the lounge there. You were.
I
lounge.
could see him. I could see him meeting. I saw the whole thing.
Surprised you didn't do like a fake, drink martini over here.
And that was a martini song.
Oh yeah,
that was a That was a martini song. Dirty.
Hyman's like cementing his legendary status right now.
Right now.
I'll go with the 6'5", Rick.
6'5".
It's good. It's really good.
6'5". Are you out of your mind, Jake?
Hold it. That's a good score.
Why are you? This sounds like you sound like Bird now. You sound like Bird from Columbus.
No, Bird would go like a 3 and everything. 6'5" is a respectable score. If it's like a 5 and below, that's rough.
Okay.
6'5".
I'm cutting Jake slack.
I don't
because
really
of
know.
the
I don't really
problem.
know the song.
It's got a lot going on.
I didn't really know the song. I liked
I had
it.
to do this instead of vacation time in Holdridge.
Josh is shaking his head.
Oh, Josh.
Josh says a 9.7.
Right on.
Smooth.
Right on.
Smooth.
Josh.
Nice.
Way to go, Josh.
It's smooth.
All right, Rick. Well, there's your ratings and song of the day. You're in studio, not on the phone today, so it's good to see you.
So much
Oh,
better.
good to see you
The
guys.
jeweler is here.
How long does it take you to tie your tie?
2 seconds.
No kidding.
I'm
Look
an
at it.
expert. I've been doing it since I was 16.
You whip that thing up in like literally
That right.
seconds.
That's wow. Look at it.
Look at Hyman really like
He got the Peaky Blinders cabbie hat on.
Oh,
so
now
he
this
looks
is
rougher.
a question. I don't want to ruin the mood, but I'm just going to ask the breakers. Peaky Blinders. This is my Peaky Blinders hat for winter. Is Peaky Blinders, yes or no, one of the top series in the history of Netflix? That's all I want to know. Because to me, it is.
It's fine. It's a fine show.
These guys, yeah, they're like, man, yeah.
I have no knowledge.
Bill
of it.
has
Right
not
now.
seen
Yeah,
it.
I've not.
He can't comment on it.
It's the greatest. It's the greatest show ever, in my opinion. And you better watch it with the subtitles on because you can't understand a word they're saying.
Yeah. That sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I've always let him turn the TV on and read everything.
Well, it's
That's exactly how I feel,
super
Bill.
entertaining.
it's 1920s
One of his
Birmingham, England, and they're very Cockney brogue,
Okay.
shall we say?
Okay. All right.
Okay, me and Mrs. Jones.
Yes.
Recorded in 1972, written by Gamble and Huff, the two of the most famous soul artists, writers in history. Originally recorded by Billy Paul, describes an extramarital affair between a man and his lover, Mrs. Jones. In the song, the two meet in secret every day at the same cafe at 6:30, where they hold hands and talk. They're caught in a quandary. We've got a thing going on. We both know it's wrong, but it's much too strong to let it go. Okay. It was a #1 single originally performed by Billy Paul. It became Billy's only #1 single on U.S. Billboard Hit 100. 1973, again, the golden age. It achieved this feat on the Billboard R&B singles chart, remaining on the top for 4 weeks. On the top 100, it replaced I Am Woman by Helen Reddy.
That's a great song.
And then was replaced by Carly Simon's You're So Vain.
That's incredible.
That's Carly Simon. You're so vain.
It also
One of my
hit
favorites.
#10 on the adult contemporary chart for 2 weeks in February, #12 in UK. And this is something that I have a question about. So we're not going to cover that.
Yeah, we still have Stump the Sippers.
We got the Stump the Sippers. Reviewing the song for Stereogram in 2019, Tom Brehan said it's a finely observed song, one that never judges its characters or imagines a way out of the situation, but it's also schmaltz. One of Gamble and Huff's great strengths was their sense of rhythmic push. What would make them so ideally suited for the early days of disco? Okay. So, Billy Paul.
Is he in the Hall of Fame?
No.
We had
one hit.
We had
That's
to
enough.
ask. We had to ask.
When Billy Paul.
It's an important question every week.
It is.
Every day.
When he was 16, he said, when I was 16, I played Club Harlem in Philly, and I was on the same bill as Charlie Parker. He died later that year. I was there with him for a week, and I learned what it would normally take 2 years to pick up. He told me if I kept struggling, I'd go a long way, and I'd never forgot his words. Anyway, this is 28 pages of trivia about Billy Paul, which we don't have time for,
Seems
obviously.
excessive.
We sure don't.
Anybody that wants to go
That
look
might be
it up,
about me a lot. 28 pages of Billy Paul.
Seems excessive.
Okay.
That might kill the mood on the
It might-
breakers a little bit.
Yeah, it might kill the breakers.
Let's review this, Schmaltzy.
Is he opening it up?
So,
No, what's going on here?
No, he's opening up the box.
Yeah.
here.
This is scary.
you guys, this is,
What is
we're
going on?
unveiling the world famous Breaker Diamond
Oh,
that will be on display
Breaker Diamond.
over at the outlet store.
Pass that around.
I'll pass that around.
Look at that, Bill.
What?
It's not a real diamond, but
For a
it's
giant person.
It's a giant.
Andre's a giant.
It's Paul Bunyan's ring.
It's Paul Bunyan's
What is
pinky
this?
ring.
What is this?
Oh, it's
Please explain.
just a giant ring that's fun, and we'll put it on display over at the outlet. You can come in. We'll put a little sign on
And
it.
you're calling it the breaker.
The breaker diamond. Yes.
Whoa.
Are those cubic zirconian?
You know, I don't know what they are.
You get a
They're-
CZ.
well, and I got a whole box of CZs right here. So
boy.
anyway,
Who's AJ? What's AJFF?
that's a manufacturer.
Oh, okay. We see that thing.
We'll have that on display at the outlet. You can come in and look at it. We'll
All
put
right.
it out in one of the front cases and put a little sign on it.
And
It's
you-
gigantic.
You have it in your case because
Well, because Bill said one time, I'd like to see Rick come in with the handcuffs and the briefcase,
Briefcase.
just like Adam Sandler, you know, on
Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems, which is a great movie.
Yes, it really is.
So I did that.
Thank you, Rick.
I did that.
Rick, this is this is an amazing appearance.
Thank
It is.
you.
Yeah,
It
that
is.
song was one of your best.
Thank
One
you.
of your best.
Thank
Yes,
you.
all time.
And 1973, it's pretty hard to
We need
miss.
nails that.
Mrs. John.
Oh, that was good, Bill.
Incidentally, on that, Sip's favorite, Michael Bublé does a version of this. And
Oh, yeah,
I know
Sip loves
Sip,
Bublé.
Sip
He's
loves,
a big
he
Michael
loves-
Bublé
Can we just avoid this?
he absolutely loves Michael Bublé. Can't, in fact, he's on the mailing list, so he can go see where he's playing next and
We were
take a
doing-
flight
We're
there.
doing so well here.
So well.
But absolutely, he does it fabulous.
Oh no!
And
Don't
the
go
very
there.
first concert that was ever at Pinnacle Bank, the Breakers will back me up on this, was none other than Michael Bublé.
It was.
And
the first one.
I went and didn't know anything about it. My wife bought the tickets. They're great seats. It was one of the greatest shows I've ever seen. And I'm not easily impressed. So, Sip, I know you love him, and I'm with you on that. So let's take a flight. We'll book a room together, and then we'll go to the next Michael Bublé concert.
Oh, I think
I'd like to see you guys
Sip's all the
bunking
way
together. That'd be great.
The couple that was sitting next to us that night, you can bring Trixie, obviously. I'll bring Sherry.
Oh, yeah.
All right, that's interesting too. But
So all four be in the same room?
Yeah, no, we'll get separate
It's
rooms.
starting to get a little weird here.
we like awkward.
Things got really awkward here.
I'm okay with
Thanks for the
awkward.
corrections, Rick.
So anyway, the couple that was sitting next to us at that show was from Phoenix. They
Oh,
flew
they were-
all the way here just to see Michael Bublé, and now I know why.
Okay, that's interesting.
Okay.
Stop the Sippers.
Okay, this is Sippers. Is Billy Paul still alive?
Ooh, this was 73. And his sounds pretty young in that song. Yes, he's still alive.
You get a CZ. I got a whole box of them here. He died in 2016 at the age of 82.
Oh, for one. Good start. Good start.
For the coach, the tired coach, did this song win a Grammy?
Oh, I'll take a diamond. Yes.
You get a diamond.
Brilliant.
One.
And in 2018, it was inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame.
Mhm.
That's how good it was.
Yeah, it's a really good song.
Back to the coach or Sip. Was Billy Paul's real name Paul, William, or Floyd?
Floyd. His name was Floyd. I'll take it.
You get a CZ, a giant CZ. It was Paul Williams.
Floyd was a good one.
Damn it.
I thought it was Floyd.
Yeah.
Paul Williams.
Like Floyd the barber.
Floyd Paul.
Floyd the barber.
Mayberry.
Makes a lot of sense.
Bonus question for everyone. In 1973, at the end of the year, in the top 100, was this song in the top 40 or higher? So, in other words, was it above 40 or
Higher.
below 40?
Higher. What do you think, Sip?
Higher than 40.
Save higher, yeah.
So, in other words, it was above 40. It was
Yes.
50 or 60 or 70.
No.
Oh, better than 40.
Jeweler.
Better than 40.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys get a diamond. It was number 30.
Brilliant.
Oh,
We
I
all-
thought it would be higher than
Yeah.
that.
Oh, we're on the same page there, at least. Yes, definitely higher. Better than
Better
40.
than 30 or 40.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, so we've got our online catalog, which you can look at sarterheyman.com. It's got great ideas. It's right here. If you don't want a copy, come into the store. We have our Sarter Heyman magazine that my daughter put together.
You have a magazine.
It's unbelievable. We have a magazine.
Look at this.
I'm going to leave this here with you guys so that everybody can peruse.
You got a magazine.
It's amazing. I got bills in here, so I got to take them out of there.
Oh, we want the bills.
No,
You want to see what that's all
you don't want my. That's my property tax. Good
We don't
God,
want, you want to pay that.
I about. My
No,
popped out of my
Big Sandy.
You guys want this? Here, take it.
You keep that one. Take mine too.
My wife went and met Rick at the
Yes,
outlet
she's a doll.
yesterday, and she said the service by everyone in the store was so incredible that I think she's going back today. So
fabulous.
She's blown away. It's like she goes, shopping's over for us for the rest of our life. We're going to Haiti.
She's awesome. Thank you.
We're going to
Thank you, Laura. It was incredible. She's a complete doll. And we have some mutual friends. So we have a gift with purchase through the 16th. Okay. Today is what? 14th?
Today's the 14th.
So this weekend, go on our Facebook and our Instagram and our website. If you spend $500 on something, you're going to get a $500 match.
Whoa. That's
it's like the 1890 deal, okay?
Yes.
Only for diamonds. If you spend $1,000, you're going to get a $1,000 match.
Oh, well, that's incredible.
This is unbelievable. So you got to come see this and make sure and get your gifts this week. If anybody ever wants to know what to give her that they're not sure, diamond stud earrings are always a winner. Okay. You cannot lose on that. So, and if she doesn't like them, bring them back. Anyway, check us out at Facebook, Instagram, on our website at SauterHeyman.com. I'll post more interesting factoids about the great Billy Paul and this wonderful song, Me and Mrs. Jones, on my personal Facebook at Rick Hyman.
Rick, thanks for coming in today. Good seeing you.
What an incredible day.
Enjoy the holidays and
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yes.
Rick, you did great.
Thank you for coming in.
Bye-bye.
Top of the hour is next with Mike Schaefer, an early break on the ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you want all the latest technologies from those big banks, but you also want that hometown feel when you walk in the front doors, choose Midwest Bank. They have top-notch technology. They make banking so easy, and they also have the friendliest staff who will take their time to get to know you and treat you like family. You get the best of both worlds when you choose Midwest Bank. I live on the go, and now I can bank on the go. With Midwest Bank, I have everything I need at my fingertips. I'm volleyball player Allie Batenhorst, and at Midwest Bank, you'll love banking here.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
We can live our lives without breaking the law, but that doesn't mean you won't be accused of committing a crime. Hi, my name is Seth Morris with Liberty Law Group. If you've been accused of a crime, your job, your family, and your freedom is at stake. At Liberty Law Group, our skilled and relentless trial attorneys pride themselves on tackling difficult cases and providing the highest quality representation for our clients. To learn more, go to libertylawnebraska.com. Again, that's libertylawnebraska.com.
Concrete Industries, a Nebco company, has immediate job openings for precast production laborers. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $20 per hour and a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Belmont Chiropractic and Novotny Nutrition and Wellness specialize in getting rid of people's pain quickly and permanently. For 31 years, they've been extremely successful with advanced techniques in pain relief using spinal adjustments and decompression, detoxification, diet and lifestyle modification, and more. They are fully equipped to handle the most seasonal athlete, weekend warrior, car accidents, strains, sprains, and more. Is there anywhere you're experiencing pain on your body, or are you fighting decreased energy and depression? Consult Belmont Chiropractic and Novotny Nutrition and Wellness first at 402-476-8619.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top-shelf liquor to crowd-favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
New year, new career. The new year is just around the corner. Why not start it off strong with a new career? General Excavating is looking for qualified underground utility project managers. Check out our website, generalexcavating.com, or call 402-467-1627 for more information. Happy holidays from General Excavating.
Golfing in 72 degrees in perfect conditions in Nebraska doesn't seem possible in December, but it is. Double Eagle Golf is your escape from the bone-chilling cold outside and a reason to keep your clubs out year-round. Book your holiday parties at Double Eagle Golf and make plans to join them for a New Year's Eve party. Gift cards make a great stocking stuffer for Christmas, and don't forget to look ahead to 2024 as spring leagues begin in February. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street, online at doubleeagle.golf.
It's Teddy Bear Toss Night at the Icebox this Friday night as the Lincoln Stars host the Tri-City Storm at 7:05. Bring a teddy bear to the game and toss it on the ice after the Stars score their first goal of the game. All bears will be donated to community action to benefit local children in need this holiday season. Purchase your tickets now for Teddy Bear Toss Night at LincolnStars.com.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric is the call I make when I have a need for plumbing services. Whether it's for my home or office, if I need a repair to a water heater, softener, or even my garbage disposal, I know I can count on Action to help. In one simple call, their amazing customer service team promptly schedules a service call, often getting to my needs within a day. Action delivers honest quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
Hey guys, Jake Sorensen here from Early Break. The garage door at our house has been needing replacement for a couple years, and a few months ago, we finally did something about it. Steve's Garage Doors and Services was great through the whole process in providing options and also going to the next level to get a door that was approved by our HOA. And best of all, the removal of the old door and installation of the new door was done smoothly with no issues. Call Steve's Garage Doors and Services today at 402-480-2840.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans and I'm not the Titans. So I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Thursday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2 sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC. Location in Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane. New location coming to 70th and Pioneers by early 2024. And what is Steve Schindler's special today?
Well,
Bill?
if you look in front of you, what do I have? What's in front of me, Steve? Nothing. There's no notebook, no anything. No notebook, no anything.
Oh, okay.
This is scary to me.
It's okay. Got it right up here with what's going on. We talked it out yesterday with Steve.
You and Steve.
This is going to be something that might even interest Shafe. I think it's going to be remarkable. It's going to be live TV, but not today. But what's going on at Midwest Bank is they're doing this around Brazil Creek, and it's going to be done in Creighton. It's basically based on Knox County residents. But Steve and Tammy are doing a kind of a interview process to start because they're having their own TV show this summer.
They're not.
Yeah. They're doing Midwest Bank Naked and Afraid.
Oh no! Oh God!
Midwest
Of
Bank
all the
Naked and
shows.
Afraid. Yes. And so they're interviewing the people for Naked and Afraid today on who they're the contestants. There's over 100 people that have signed
Where
up.
are they going?
What's that?
Where are they going?
They'll just be just outside of Creighton. They'll be just
It's gonna be
outside.
naked people
Naked
wandering
people,
around?
Yeah,
To
naked
see if they
people.
can survive?
And not just naked, they're also afraid. So they have two things going on. They're naked and they're afraid. And anyway, so
Wait a
that,
second.
so
Where are
that's
you going to put them out in the countryside?
yeah, in the country. Oh yeah, out
It's
the-
not-
in the countryside.
countryside?
Yeah, in the country. Oh yeah, out
It's not
in the wilderness.
It's not that.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be
Did
afraid.
you think he was naked and afraid in the bank?
Yeah, in the bank.
Oh, I didn't
So-
send him to Brazil.
So
I don't know
Steve,
where the hell he's
Steve
doing.
also had to put together locals that are going to film him. So they're going over all the
Good God.
all the aspects. So Naked and Afraid will start July 2nd.
Where does he come up with these ideas?
I don't know him. It's incredible.
Does that help?
Yeah.
Is Tammy helping?
She does. She's kind of a sounding board. He bounces things off of her.
Always
What do you
important.
think about this? So anyway, they're setting up for July 2nd. They're doing the early interviews. They've already and also interviewing those who are going to film for just outside of Creighton, July 2nd.
Wait a
Naked and
second.
Afraid.
Is there a threat in Knox County
Yeah,
countryside?
yeah, it gets very it
Coyotes.
is. Coyotes.
Yeah.
Oh, there's mountain lions.
Oh, out there?
Oh, absolutely. There's mountain lions there. Yes. Yes, very much so.
Naked and Afraid in Creighton. I
Yeah,
just
Naked and
Midwest
Afraid in
Creighton.
Out in the
Midwest Creighton.
countryside.
Remember FDIC.
Out in the countryside.
Yeah.
To see how long they can go
See how
naked.
long they could. Yes. Yes.
I'd like to. I don't really want the visual of this. I'm trying.
That's
I'm trying to
Part of the
visualize it. I
interview
don't want
process would be relatively difficult because, like, do you have to judge what they look like beforehand, or are you just,
No, I think he's looking for characters. I think he wants to have some characters
It's a
involved.
great idea by Schindler.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So anyway, Naked and Afraid's coming to Knox County,
Okay.
going through
And-
Midwest Bank.
And today's they're doing interviews.
Interviews to just interview for contestants.
Okay.
Yeah, it's almost. He said there's almost 200. They're coming through the door.
Coming through the bank.
And then he's also got to do what?
He's got to do his
He's
job.
gotta do loans.
Stuff.
Loans. Does loans.
His job.
Yes.
This makes. I mean, this is probably kind of an easy day for him actually, because he doesn't have to bury a pig.
He has to bury a pig. He did that 2 days ago. For the ice rink. To get the court set up for pickleball.
Yeah. I'm kind of glad he has this day. Actually.
But he's getting organized for the future.
Yeah.
So that's FDIC.
Thank you to Steve
Yes.
Schindler in Midwest Bank.
And where is Shindy?
Yeah, I was wondering.
Josh would get him here.
I think
You
he
should
will,
again, Josh. No, it's too late, Josh. You already.
Yeah, next segment.
Josh, that's 2 days in a row,
Next
Josh.
segment, Josh. It's okay. Don't worry. It's fine.
The show's been a little rough.
Well, maybe they changed the equipment on
The
me.
week's been a little rough.
Yeah.
Maybe.
What's going on? Is there stuff going on in recruiting?
Let's get right there. By the way, Mike Schaefer's hour, sponsored by Paris
Nice.
Beer
Good
Card
to
in
see
Omaha.
Schaefer.
So, all right, Kyle McCord. Let's go back to Monday, where Husker fans were having the time of their lives, because right about 4 or 5 o'clock on Monday, you thought you might get both Kyle McCord and Dylan Raiola. A couple days have gone by. A lot of rumors. Yesterday, it appears Nebraska is out on Kyle McCord. Raiola still apparently in for Nebraska. In your review, Schaefer, what exactly happened the last couple of days? What transpired with Kyle McCord?
Yeah, well, I mean, Nebraska had him on campus. It's one of those things that's really interesting that I would say yesterday morning a network source told me the visit could not have gone better for Kyle McCord.
Wonderful.
Things were going really well. And then I would say at about 5:30 last night, I got a phone call and was told the visit was actually terrible from a different network source. So I guess take what you want there. There's two entirely different people that I don't know if they were talking to each other, but they both felt like they had a connection to McCord, had heard stuff, and it called me on it. So there was that. So you have mixed messaging there. For me, a lot of it just comes down to everything was pointing in one direction up until the entry of Dylan Raiola into Nebraska's, potential graces here at the end of the recruiting cycle. And so I think things really kind of took a change for what it looks like for both Kyle McCord and Julian Fleming. I think if the Dylan Raiola thing had not happened on Monday afternoon, we'd probably be talking about Nebraska adding both of those former Buckeyes here later this week, or even right now today. So coming off of that visit. So I think there's definitely a correlation between the entrance of Dylan Raiola into the picture and the exit of Kyle McCord yesterday afternoon.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned Fleming, because guys, Bill and I and Jake did not mention Fleming, but Julian Fleming probably would have come and been the number one.
Yeah,
receiver.
I was told, again, this was all, what's fascinating about this is how much changed between 9 a.m. yesterday morning and 4 p.m. yesterday afternoon.
Yep.
I was told yesterday morning things were looking really strong for Nebraska to end up with Kyle McCord and Julian Fleming.
Me too. Yeah, we have stories written.
Yeah,
the stories were written.
Stories were written. The amount of stuff that has not been published,
That's it, Bill.
that is sitting in the 24/7 sports system right now.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I
It's
just
just
say
a Control Alt
that.
Delete at this point.
I just literally say that to illustrate how, at 10 o'clock yesterday, I was instructed, right, hey, get something going on Fleming. Get a story in the system.
Yeah. No, the fluidity of how everything went down. We always talk about that recruiting is fluid, right? Like, and I even, I mentioned this yesterday on my message board. On February 13th, I had put in a crystal ball for Nebraska to end up with Dylan Raiola based on what information I had at that time and what I was hearing from some people about what was happening behind the scenes. And then, and obviously that didn't work out. And then you get to December 13th, and I'm putting in a crystal ball for Dylan Raiola to end up at Nebraska. And so it's just like, things obviously can happen in a recruiting cycle, but for it to happen between 9 and 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 9 in the morning and 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And again, I feel really good about the sourcing that I had about where things were heading for Nebraska. I understand there's a very angry fan base because they felt like they were led down the wrong direction.
Are they angry?
Based on
get Raiola?
Twitter, yes, but Twitter isn't real life.
What
so
are
no,
they
I have no
angry?
idea.
What's the anger about?
I think the anger is that the expectation was Nebraska was going to get Kyle McCord, and they might also, and maybe probably also get Dylan Raiola. And now there's no Kyle McCord. And to me, some of it might just be there was from Wednesday to Wednesday, basically a week of like Kyle McCord is the guy. And if you start thinking about what that looks like for 2024, and if you look back at what it has been for Nebraska quarterback-wise, it's a pretty seismic jump from what people have watched quarterback.
Here's a question. Is it possible that McCord moving on from Nebraska had nothing to do with Dylan Raiola?
It's entirely possible. I mean, but I don't think he's going to end up at a comparable program like Nebraska.
How about money? Is he going to make as much money as he would at Nebraska?
I don't think that either.
I don't either.
So I legitimately think there is one direction where this points. Again, whether that matters, we'll find out in the fall of 2024. But for right now, it feels like there's a seismic change in what the picture looks like to me of what next season would have been.
Julian Fleming, I'm glad you mentioned him.
Yeah, well, I think that's a critical part of all of this.
It was big. He was
because Nebraska is not linked to a lot of other wide receivers right now.
But he was not on campus, never came.
Oh, I don't think he was.
Did Fleming ever make it on campus?
I was told he was on campus.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
don't know.
I thought he was coming on campus like yesterday or something.
He was supposed to be on campus Tuesday. So Monday was McCord, Tuesday was Fleming.
Okay, gotcha.
So, and then I think there was a
McCord
little
ended up being
crossover
here.
when they were both here at the same time.
Yeah, McCord ended up being here Tuesday, too. Monday and Tuesday.
So I again feel pretty good about the sourcing that Julian Fleming was on campus.
Yeah, I think it would have been a package deal, and I think Fleming would have been the number one receiver for Nebraska.
Yeah, and I think that's another critical part of what Nebraska missed out on yesterday afternoon as this all kind of went south.
It's really fascinating.
Yeah, well, I mean,
you feel timing was a big part of it.
Oh yeah. I mean, I
There's
wonder
no way
what
to
this-
really push back on that.
Right.
I mean, you don't know exactly, but the first thing would be the timing of the whole thing coming together. I mentioned Schaefer like right now that it's like you had this magical thing out there, but just imagine like right now if this was happening at Purdue. You'd be like, what? And Purdue just won. Just went to the Big Ten championship last year.
You'd be like, you got to be kidding me.
There's no way this can possibly happen, right? I mean, so again, I think it was a really hard scenario, even though it had legs because one's coming to campus this weekend, other two have been on campus, so it's real. It's not just a conversation,
right?
It's real.
But the difficulty of it, and then also, I agree with you 100%. If this would have happened weeks apart, type of thing where things were discussed, plans were worked, all those different things, probably a little bit different.
Yeah, but just happened too quick.
Well, and my understanding of the Raiola thing is this doesn't even get back to like Friday of last week. We're talking like weekend, maybe even just Sunday of the emergence of Raiola in Nebraska. So it's not even like 5 days. I guess it'd be about 5 days old at this point. And so, a lot shifts in your calculus there when you're talking about a recruit that anticipates he's going to have an opportunity to compete right away when he gets here. And you're talking to a quarterback who expects he's going to be the starter. There's no way there wasn't a conversation between Nebraska and Kyle McCord last Wednesday about what the quarterback room would look like if he came there and what his competition would be for the spring.
And then,
Dylan Raiola enters the picture with the expectation he's going to compete. And so,
it's a different picture.
And if we know anything about right now in the college football landscape, quarterbacks are not necessarily itching to compete against each other at these spots. That's why the portal is full of them.
Right.
That's why everyone is jumping and people are replacing other people at different places.
A lot of them want Okay.
Assurances. They want assurance.
Yeah, I was just going to say they want guarantees is the word I was going to use. I think, Bill, is that true?
There's no coach in my mind that is going to be, I guarantee you're the starter no matter what. It's going to be the opportunities. Here's how it's going to play out. If you do the math, I mean, I think everyone in Nebraska would be hard pressed to say, just take Royal out of the picture. Kyle McCord comes here. It's like, okay, who's the starting quarterback you think for the first game next year?
It's an incredible
it'd be
philosophy
100% of what people would say. They're like, no, it's McCord. McCord, he played 12 games. He won 11 at Ohio State. He's done this. The quarterback play had some issues with that, but that's what everyone would think. It was like a slam dunk. And so, but like I said, it would just, Shafe, you know this stuff better. Sip, you guys cover it. Jake,
I know recruiting better than someone who literally did it for a job.
But it's just, like I said, you don't know, but you also don't know either what exactly it could be something else besides that.
It could,
and then
there may not have been a great fit between Kyle McCord and Nebraska personality wise.
Yeah,
you don't
know.
I don't know everything about this. I just know that I was told one thing in the morning and then suddenly the picture changed in the afternoon. And it was,
I have a hard time believing that it was
different sourcing.
I loved it. Yeah, it was great. Everything's perfect.
I'm going elsewhere.
Because right away, like I said, when Larry Bird walked into the locker room for the 3-point contest, he's like, who's finishing second? What's our plan here?
So what are you saying?
So if I'm McCord, I'd be like, I wouldn't think would care that a freshman was coming.
Yeah.
It would be like
it's a 5-star freshman who's a legacy.
It's like I've been in I've been in Ohio State's camp for like 3-4 years.
Now, if it matters, I think in that conversation, this is a 5-star who's a legacy, who's a Raiola. If it was just another guy
that might
from
be
Delaware, it might not be as profound.
Well, and I think the fervor, like the just absolute fervor that came out on Monday of everything Dylan Raiola. And if you think about it, if you're the McCords and you're in Lincoln and all of the conversation is about this freshman quarterback.
Yeah.
And it's like you just spent, you're at Ohio State and you heard all about, was it Devin Brown?
Devin Brown.
Yeah. And so it might just be a thing where it's like, do I want to put myself in this situation my last year where there's this guy that's going to be, everyone's just waiting for him to come in? I mean, it could just be an insecurity thing.
You know what would be fun right now? If Kyle McCord is on line 2.
Calling in.
For the show.
Yeah. Just lay it out. Just lay it out.
He's not. I wish he was.
Right.
Schaefer can probably get him. He got
the ticket has different shows. We need a portal hotline show where portal players just call in and talk about their portal experience.
Or their fathers would be fine too.
Yeah.
Sip tried to call Kyle and got a different
But right
player.
now,
Derek.
plus you got to remember there's no cell phone service in Wichita where the portal's at. It's all
right.
it's all on
Can't talk to
payphones.
Kyle.
It's all on payphones.
Yeah.
You gotta wait in line.
Well,
you gotta wait in line at a payphone.
There's a snake of a line.
I mean, the portal would be, it's even more wild right now with the change yesterday with the injunction. So basically anything can happen transfer wise for 14 days.
I am not aware of the injunction.
Okay.
Brief me like I'm
junction. What's your
injunction?
So there was a court decision because several attorney generals have sued the NCAA over the waiver situation because coaches had enacted the rule that they wanted a waiver, or that you got one free transfer, right? And then if you transfer again, it needs to be a waiver that's accepted by the NCAA. Well, the NCAA denied a lot of these waivers before the year. Coaches got really mad because, they don't want anyone else to be able to transfer more times. They want special exceptions for their specific players. So now attorney generals have sued the NCAA. So there's an injunction right now, a 14-day period going to December 27th, where if you've already transferred once, you're free to transfer again. So you can just go into the portal right now. There's no penalty to transfer, and it is going to be absolutely bonkers.
I did not hear
until
that.
This is decided. And they could extend this out through the length of a trial if that's what it goes to.
Oh, good.
So there could be no rules for transferring
good
for a while.
That'll be helpful.
So if you've already thought it was insane, and it has been, buckle up.
Yeah. With that's been said by numerous intelligent people, like, how can you guys say they can't transfer twice? You've already said they can transfer once. This won't hold up. If it ever goes to a court, it won't hold up. Well, it finally went to a court. And then and the NCAA is like, we're not going to fight this. We don't want this. We can't.
So what are you saying?
Well, the NCAA is enacting the rules the coaches have put forward, and now the coaches are complaining about the rules that they have put forward. So it's like the NCAA is basically like, well, what do you want us to do?
Yeah,
because we're going to be the punching bag for this no matter what, because people don't understand that the rules committee is made up of coaches that decide their own rules, and then the NCAA just enacts it.
Because I brought this up about when there was conversation about Prime, would he go someplace else? And I'm like, no, I don't, because those guys can't transfer. His son and they can't transfer. They've already had their one transfer.
Not
now.
See, rosters.
Well, and Colorado could be a big beneficiary of this. Like if you've already transferred once and you want to go back into the portal, and everyone wants to meet in Colorado,
that will be fun to see.
There's a lot of potential multi-transfer players out there.
Fun rosters are fluid like diarrhea.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a description. Look at Bill's. Look at Bill's face. Look what you did to him.
I mean, it's
fluid like diarrhea.
Wow.
Words out on these airwaves.
I mean, come on. This is getting ridiculous.
I was at first-rate ag like 6 hours ago on vacation.
I just wish it was 1985 again.
I was like,
He wouldn't be alive. Jake wouldn't be alive.
The best part was that there's numerous people
You
lost.
pick like 95, so I at least can be in existence.
People lost eligibility
Yes.
like 4 years ago because someone bought him a meal at Applebee's.
Well,
think about that. And now you have this going on.
Yeah. Sometimes I just wish I was covering horse racing again.
Loose horse. You can go back to that, Sip. You can always make that happen again.
Be a little tough.
Yeah, I'd like to see a horse racing portal.
Got to go in.
They're unhappy with its trainer.
They're all sitting around waiting. Is Churchill Downs calling? Is anyone? Has Churchill called me?
Saratoga.
Leaving for more sugar
Saratoga,
cubes at
yes.
a different place.
Yes.
More carrots.
Yes. Is Belmont made a call?
All right. Well, we moved on.
Belmont made a call.
We've
You better
moved
answer.
on
You
from
better
Kyle
call.
McCord.
Yes.
It's over now. Schaefer, the one thing me and Bill been wondering, Jake, where's he going now? Like where now? Where?
So the interesting thing is Monday, as he was supposed to be arriving, we started hearing that Syracuse was efforting really hard with the McCords to kind of set something up that if, it didn't go with Nebraska, they would be next in line there.
Okay.
And so I would look for him potentially visiting Syracuse, and I think it's where he's going to end up. Like I think a lot of his options, because this thing with Nebraska and McCord seemed like it was basically going to be done, his options, Mississippi State, NC State, some of these other places have started to lock in other quarterbacks.
Right.
So he wants a Power 5 job. Like part of why the Nebraska-Ohio State thing, I think, made a lot of sense for Kyle McCord is that he'd be leaving a place that's a big-time program, going to a place that wants to be a big-time program that has all the trappings of being a big-time
including
program.
the money.
Syracuse isn't going to have that. So this is why I think lot of the McCord thing is not just necessarily their decision of what has gone down, because I don't think that he wants to go play his final year at Syracuse for a new coaching staff with who knows what for teammates and their situation.
And not make $1 million.
Yeah, I mean,
but also with that, there's going to be like I didn't know about this new thing that just happened, Shave. But also, there's going to be things happen after the bowl game. All you have to do is be in the portal now. You don't have to pick a spot.
Yep.
And you just have to be in the
You
portal.
just have to be in before the deadline.
Before the deadline.
Mhm.
So right now, there's a chance that things happen with the bowl team. So he might be like, okay, buyer beware. Take your time here. See this thing out. But also with this, what other things you don't know, there might be a Syracuse alum that will do it.
Yeah,
that's true. Have the money like that. It's Syracuse now. It's not
Donovan McNabb's just like, let's do this.
Let's do this thing. So it could be someone.
Yeah.
I mean, Syracuse is one of the most storied programs for broadcasting, right?
Yes,
Mhm.
it is.
Yeah.
Billionaire broadcasting.
Huge
out there.
journalism school.
Yeah. So there's
Mike
people,
Tirico on line one.
There's people out there that would
Might be
probably
a-
be like, okay.
Rich sports writer.
But I agree with Shafe. You want
Ryan
to
Tabb.
you want to go someplace where with him, he wants to win. He wants to be like that. Well, who's the best quarterback coach for me? Who's the best coordinator for me? Because I want to build. Because if I have this 1 year left, I'm not. Right now he has NFL aspirations.
Oh, for sure.
It's another reason why I thought that Matt Rule, as a former NFL coach, was a draw for him too.
Well, I think it was a draw.
Yeah.
I think there was a
That's
draw.
why
He wouldn't have come here if there wasn't a draw.
Again, that's why I felt confident with the crystal ball.
He was
I think
here.
All the information lined up for this to have been done.
He might have just walked right by. I mean, he was here.
Yeah.
He was here for 2 days. He was interested. It wasn't a passing interest.
I bet they listen to the show.
Probably listening right now.
Why wouldn't he be? Come on.
I'll try you again, Derek, later.
Sorry you hung up on me.
No, it's good.
Don't hang up next time.
I'd hang up on me too.
Don't hang up next time. Talk to
Were you abrasive?
Derek.
No.
I didn't think so.
Did you yell at him? Did you?
No.
You yell back?
You caused some
No.
problems?
No, I was in Starbucks. I couldn't yell. It was
Is
fine.
there a rule there?
Well, it looked bad. No, there was no yelling. It was fine. I understood. It was the heat. It was right when it was going on, so I get it.
Okay. Do we have Bill's thrills yet? Bill or not? Yes?
Right up
That means Bill throws this next in
Right
the
up there.
noggin. Next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Concrete Industries, a Nebco company, has immediate job openings for precast production laborers. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $20 per hour and a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer. Visit concreteindustries.com.
This is Brian at Midwest Bank, and we've been proudly serving clients in the Lincoln community since 2008, and we're excited to open a second location in January 2024 at 70th and Pioneers Boulevard. Our new branch will provide all the convenient services you're looking for in a bank, along with the friendly staff we're known for. Whether you're starting a business or expanding your business, our team is here for you, your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com, member FDIC.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in December. Try the Cubano panini with ham, applewood smoked pork loin, and more. Order a caramel latte this month, and 10% of proceeds will go to the Apace Foundation. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Let's be real for a second. Most Christmas gifts get shoved in a corner after getting unwrapped, collecting dust, and taking up space all year. What a waste. Change things up this Christmas with an Edible Arrangements fruit basket featuring chocolate-covered apple donut wreaths, white chocolate-dipped pineapple snowmen, and plenty more. It's a creative gift that is both unique and temporary. Don't worry about it taking up space in the fridge or in a corner. Order today at ediblearrangements.com or stop by in Lincoln just south of 66th and Q.
Golfing in 72 degrees in perfect conditions in Nebraska doesn't seem possible in December, but it is. Double Eagle Golf is your escape from the bone-chilling cold outside and a reason to keep your clubs out year-round. Book your holiday parties at Double Eagle Golf and make plans to join them for a New Year's Eve party. Gift cards make a great stocking stuffer for Christmas, and don't forget to look ahead to 2024 as spring leagues begin in February. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Online at doubleeagle.golf.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
It's Teddy Bear Toss Night at the Icebox this Friday night as the Lincoln Stars host the Tri-City Storm at 7:05. Bring a teddy bear to the game and toss it on the ice after the Stars score their first goal of the game. All bears will be donated to community action to benefit local children in need this holiday season. Purchase your tickets now for Teddy Bear Toss Night at LincolnStars.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC. We'd like to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And to show our appreciation, Koppel is offering some huge holiday discounts from now until January 2nd. On select new Chevrolet vehicles, we are offering $8,000 off MSRP or 1.9% financing. Yes, you heard right. That's $8,000 off or 1.9% financing on select new Chevrolets. We also have some huge discounts on our new GMC inventory, so stop on in or check us out online at koppelcars.com. Includes finance, trade, and Costco bonus with roof credit. Stock number C2999464.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Problem gambling affects millions of Americans daily, of all ages and walks of life. If your loved one is struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, expecting partly sunny skies and cloud conditions as well. We'll see a high of around 51. Tonight, a chance of rain in the forecast. We'll see a low near 35. And tomorrow, scattered showers continuing throughout the day. Otherwise, mainly cloudy skies expected with a high of around 48. I'm meteorologist Kyle Clucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're on the air.
Back. Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
To more of Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Before we get to Bill's Thrills, quick plug. Bill, he was out 2 nights ago at Magical Lights of Lincoln at the Sandhills Global Event Center. You said a caller right now saying, we're going to get the tickets at, well, it's ChristmasLightsInLincoln.com. Just call the phone today. Yeah. Josh talked to somebody who wants tickets to Magical Lights of Lincoln.
Wow. Somebody called in?
You say it's magical. You talk about that it was. How many times is it one of those deals where you have anticipation and then you're let down? This was anticipation times 44.
Boom!
It was that
much better.
Clutch. It was not let down.
No letdown.
No letdown. It was euphoric. The way the music matches up when you go through the scenes that we're talking about. I mean, we sang the whole time. We sang the whole time. We sang the whole time. Me, Laura, Oliver, which is Olivia, middle daughter, and Leighton, Housemenders. And Sugar.
I noticed that Leighton got the front seat in your video.
He got the front seat.
So he's the dude. He gets the front seat.
Leighton's in the front.
He calls it. That is one of my favorite. He doesn't really call it. I said guys up front, girls in the back. Oof. But I will say
I'm
this.
interested in that.
The girls do that when they go to get in the car. They call shotgun, and mom gets sent to the back. So every time it's like, oh. And I'm like, I always say shotgun rules. Whoever calls it gets it. Gigi always gets her mom every time. We go to get in the car, call a shotgun.
You described the experience as euphoric.
Oh,
euphoric.
I've never been part of something. It's better than Disney. It's better than Disney. It's a little shorter,
What about the national championship?
National championship was fun. This is probably right there. It's right there.
National title, Magical Lights of Lincoln.
Yeah. All you're missing was Ed Orgeron.
That's it. Where's Ed at? Let's get Ed up there. Come on, that was it. Trump was there. He was at the game. He was at the game.
You're a big Trump fan. All right, sorry.
Magical Lights of Hey, I was in the White House. I was in the Oval Office with him.
We don't talk politics.
Get your
Jake gets really nervous when I start doing that.
I do. Christmas
Well,
Lights.
if I bring up an Asian woman and Trump.
ChristmasLightsInLincoln.com. That one is the website.
Schaefer, he brought up.
Can't help him.
He brought up the dream.
Help himself.
He brought up 2 days ago. He put his own phone number on radio.
He said
his own phone number,
and he got 450 texts about it. 450 texts from Frank.
Just walk in,
Jake.
What are you doing? We just walk in last night. Hey, Sippy, I don't chit chat. Had an incredible dream about an Asian woman last night.
Maybe we're like, where is this going?
No.
He said he was wrestling and he got pinned.
So
it wasn't dirty at all. I mean, it was
You were wrestling the woman?
Yes.
She was wrestling me.
Yeah.
She had her knee in the small of my back.
Yeah.
And you woke up and it woke him up.
Sounds like wrestling.
I wanted to leave the show, not only the show again. I would be let me out of this.
Yeah.
The small of his back.
Small of his
She
back.
had her knee in the small of my back and I was in pain.
Not the large of his back.
Yeah.
The small of his back.
Yeah, I was like, what are you doing?
Thank you, Schaefer, for pointing that out.
All right, sorry.
ChristmasLightsInLincoln.com.
Poor Jay.
84
Get out there.
Havelock, Sandhills Global
It'll
Event
change
Center.
your life.
Please do it today. It is time on this Thursday for In the Noggin. Noggin.
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
We go.
Lock in.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom bonanza.
Oh,
yeah.
this is going to be bonanza.
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. You see, I sent you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break. Sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisor.
Yes. Bill's Thrills is sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors, the ATMs, the cash cows of Lincoln. Bill, the floor is yours on this Thursday.
I appreciate that. I had an unbelievable drive last night back from First Rate Ag Services with Parker out there. And I wasn't planning on being on the show.
I know.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on being on the show.
This is a surprise.
Later price. So
Incredibly good
So
surprise.
I started thinking about things that were incredible in my life. And so I want to talk about that. So love an uncle, be an uncle. Love an uncle, be an uncle.
Good one.
I had 5 uncles. 4 uncles, I'm sorry. The most incredible uncles in the history of the world.
Really?
Oh. And then I had one bonus one, which might be like a great uncle, Uncle Bob Johnson also. But when my uncles were coming to visit, because they were all different characters. So they were all of them were 2 things. They had character and they were characters. They were both.
That's a good thing.
And you couldn't wait. It'd be like you couldn't sleep. If I knew my Uncle Tracy was coming to town, if I knew that Shipper was coming in.
Where's Shipper coming from?
What's that? Corker coming that way? He'd be coming from Lincoln. But Shipper, played at Pender, leading scorer there. Played at Nebraska, started at Nebraska in basketball.
Whoa.
Yeah. Shipper played. My Uncle Tracy played football here at Nebraska. My Uncle Cork.
I had no idea.
Yep, I got him. Had Tom Delmont. It was the most amazing. They came to all my events, came to all these things, but just an uncle was the thing that was just so bizarre to me that I couldn't spend enough time with them. I couldn't be more excited when they were around. So growing up, it's like, be an uncle. So that was if there's something you want on your gravestone, hopefully it's like that I was a good uncle. That is like I've got 4 nephews. Landry's my newest. That's Moose's son who runs the National Guard. And so but my 3 boys. So we talk every day at least 20 times. We have a thread. We talk 20 times a day through the thread. And it's like
really
just with my nephews. Yes, it is the most. It's one of the top 3 things in my life that I've that I've done that I want to be a part of is being an uncle.
It's a good idea.
It's always like, you want fireworks? Yeah, get 4 of the biggest boxes you want. Get this, you want this, whatever. Just being an uncle changes everything. When my Uncle Bob Johnson showed up from California, it was just like you're doing cartwheels. You couldn't wait. You know what he did? He came in for 2 weeks to go mushroom hunting. Came for 2 weeks to go mushroom. You know what we did for 2 weeks every day when school got out? Went mushroom hunting with Bob Johnson. That's what you did.
Yeah.
Did you guys have any uncles?
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Uncle Quentin had a. Yeah. Oh yeah. One of my uncles had a Camaro SS, and I'll never forget riding around with him with Frampton playing.
Frampton.
Yeah.
Peter Frampton.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah. Stripes.
An uncle.
It was white with black racing stripes. I thought it was the coolest thing I've ever seen. But yeah, no, you're right. I just talked to my nephew Vaughn the other day about some job stuff. Yeah, you're right. It's important.
Yeah, I'm hoping in my life that they're like my Uncle Bill. He's a character. That's what
I think they probably do.
I would assume.
I think you probably assume as much.
Jake, did you have uncles?
You're probably safe there, Bill.
Yeah, my Uncle Jerry was notorious for giving my brother and I like really good gifts because he had 3 daughters. So we were like the boys.
Oh, nice.
And
I
so
like that.
he gave us a
Jerry,
like a dart crossbow that my brother and I would play down in the and this thing had power. And so one of us would be like hiding from the other one that had the crossbow and basically trying to avoid, you had so many darts and then it'd switch off. But if that thing popped you in the face, it hurt.
In the face!
Yeah, like it, that crossbow is fantastic. My brother and I are about 2.5 years apart, and so we would just get these joint gifts. He's older. And so we would get these joint gifts. We got this amazing remote control fire truck that had like a ladder that would shoot up. And I think I got this when I was like 4. My parents still have it. And so, my children, my sister's kids, my brother's kids all play with this fire truck. This thing is now
Uncle Jerry, you said?
Yeah, Uncle Jerry. Yeah, it's like a 30-year-old fire truck. My sister was always annoyed because she would get like really kind of lame gifts, basically.
Hey,
my brother and I would get like race cars. Yeah. We got the fire truck. We got the crossbow.
So this was also
all of that stuff.
This was family harmony. It also brought you and your brother together. You guys probably fought a lot. But then all of a sudden,
brought us together in fighting.
Hold it.
Yeah.
Let's bring the fire truck out, and everything's okay again.
Shoot that ladder up.
Shoot the ladder up. Are you still
fire truck was amazing. I'm gonna get a photo of it.
I apologize to your brother. Right? Hey, sorry about that. Shoot the ladder up. Hey, shoot me in the head with a crossbow.
You got one shot.
Yeah, I'll get one shot. Put an apple on my head.
Yeah, you're playing William Tell, basically.
William Tell.
Yeah.
Jake, you?
I got some crazy uncles. Yeah, but mine all live in the Black Hills. I got one my uncle in Iowa is pretty crazy. He lives in Muscatine.
Yes, Muscatine.
I mean, here's the deal. Like, we would hang out there all the time for Thanksgiving. A common Thanksgiving spot, and we would he would want to tackle us and tackle football. We'd play
getting lit up.
We'd play the turkey bowl after we eat lunch, and my dad and Jeff would be playing us in football, and me and my cousin Blake would go. We were younger, obviously, and this is their chance to shine.
Yeah.
Jeff was an offensive lineman in high school, in the Black Hills, and it was just time to rowdy up. So I got tackled several times by Jeff.
Your uncle tackled you live to the ground.
It hurt.
This is great.
And you were a young guy. It hurt at the time.
You were a young guy.
So I tried to juke him
10
out
years
several
old,
times.
and a 40-year-old man just put you down.
And he was proud of it. He's like, "Yep, take that,
take that."
You don't come into my backyard and think you're going to escape this with any problem." So
he's trying to build
Uncle Jeff was a character.
Yeah.
Still is a
from
character.
the Breakers. Did the Breakers have uncles?
Yeah.
I wonder. Maybe it's just us four.
Gator says
everybody has uncles.
Gator says, I thought everyone had that weird uncle. Is that you, Bill, or not? Are you the weird uncle?
I'm
you're
not
the fun uncle.
trying to brag on myself. I don't think I'm weird.
You're
uncle.
the funkel.
No, I think I'm
Funkle.
Yeah, I think I'm more the funkle.
Funkle. I've never heard that.
My version of the weird uncle was super into zombies before it blew up with The Walking Dead.
He was before zombies. He was pre-zombie era.
And so he would always talk to me about the Night of the Living Dead and those sorts. And so we would watch some of those movies. He was also really into rock collecting. So he drives around basically he'll go up into the Black Hills and he just searches for rare rocks. Like he goes to these.
That's the thing.
Rock show. My mom would call me and she'd be like, "Yeah, Uncle Mark was at a rock show in South Dakota." And in your head, I'm just thinking what concert,
what band?
But I know he's literally there.
A rock show
amongst other geology.
There's
a leopard or what?
Yeah,
that's the thing. You'd be surprised. That's the thing.
Thank you. That's Bill's Thrill, sponsored by our friends Dirk, Scott, and Ty.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Mid-Plains Advisors, that was straight off the noggin from Bill, who was not
incredible. Being an uncle is fantastic.
Can you get back to
Absolutely.
the headline tomorrow, please?
What's that?
I love the headline.
Yes, I will get back to the head.
You have funny.
I'm
headlines.
sorry it wasn't good enough then, Steve.
No, it was great. I like Uncles.
Oh, sorry.
Uncles was great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, we'll just delete it. Just delete it. Steve
great.
there's no.
Wasn't the headline "Have an uncle, be an uncle"?
Exactly.
There was a headline.
It came off the top of my head.
He didn't write it because he was not going to be here. He graced us with our presence this morning.
Took an awkward turn. I was not being critical.
It kind of sounds. Let's get back to the headlines tomorrow.
Let's play.
Hand him the sympathy
Just
back.
shoot the ladder up.
I'm going to start talking about the Asian woman if you guys keep this up.
I would prefer you.
She wrestled you.
He got really mad.
I did.
His voice was yelling, "You can't help yourself."
I said that. You just can't help yourself.
It's not as good having Shafe in here, isn't it?
Yeah, God bless him.
Let's play the game show. Give us a call right now at 464-5685. Your chance to win a business box of bagels to Bagels and Joe. Today, the topic at Nebraska is Dylan Raiola. He's the guy. So it's a throwback Thursday. He was born in 2005. So 2005 in sports is our throwback Thursday topic because of Dylan Raiola. And Schaefer is the lifeline for SIP today.
Okay.
So
Schaefer's really good at this.
2005.
If you think you know your 2005.
I feel very, very good about 2005. Junior year of high school, senior fall. I feel very good about it.
2005 sports trivia, 464.
They weren't very good.
5685. Shut up, Sipple starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!"
Come on, Josh.
No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
All right, 464-5685. Call the takedown Sip in trivia. I think, is he 1-2 in the week? 1-2. You lost yesterday, so got to get back to 500. We have Andy. Andy, how do you feel about 2005 in sports trivia?
Well, we'll find out. I feel pretty good, I think, though.
I would imagine Schaefer feels good about this.
I do feel very
Sip, I don't think probably feels overly great.
I don't think 05 was a great year for me.
You were checked out.
Unraveling. But we can do this. Come on.
The unraveling had begun.
I always enjoy the simple timeline.
Again,
Good years, a bad years, the dark ages.
Schaefer, lifeline for Sip for one question. As always, Andy, first question goes to you. What team did North Carolina beat 75-70 to win the 2005 NCAA men's basketball tournament final?
North Carolina won?
Yes. This is for Andy.
That's a really. You got it? Whoa.
I found it in the recesses of my brain.
That's incredible. There was no cheating by Shafe.
No, he was just
there was no
digging
Googling.
deep. Andy, you have 5 seconds. 4.
Yeah, we'll go. I don't know this, obviously.
3, 2.
Say a name. Say a school.
Any school.
We'll do Georgetown.
No, here's the deal. Good call. Recess has hit me too. I'm going to try this, Schaefer. I'm going to keep you in my back pocket. We need to win. We're 1-2 is Illinois.
Whoa!
Brilliant.
I'm stunned.
So I was sitting there and I was like Darren Williams, and then I got the Illinois.
Right.
That's how I got there. It was
I'm
like
stunned.
Darren
I got
Williams.
there.
Yeah.
Where'd
They were undefeated.
Yeah, they were really good that year.
Where'd that come from, Sip? Where'd you fire that one from? We're cringing.
That's nice.
That was
I was
impressive.
impressed.
You guys both have.
And there was confidence. There
I'm going to
wasn't
say right
talking through
now,
it.
no doubt if you gave me 24 guesses, I don't get it.
Keep up.
24 guesses.
It was all about, I had to keep Schaefer. I had to keep
Okay, well, Schaefer's still in play.
I mean, this is not mess around time. I mean, we're 1-2.
Let's take it back to 500.
We're in a pickle.
All right, Sip, first question up 1-0. What team did USC beat 55-19 to win the 2004-05 Orange Bowl for the national title? For the 04 season, the 05 Orange Bowl. Who'd they beat for the title? USC won 55-19 over this team.
Shafe?
Do you want me to?
Yes, I would like you to.
Oklahoma.
Brilliant. Just hit that myself.
Oklahoma is correct.
You're still up 2-0.
Yeah, you're fine. You're looking fine still. So,
Okay.
To stay alive, Andy, last question down 2-0. What NBA team won their third final over a 7-year span? A 7-game series win over the Detroit Pistons in 2005.
God is right.
I'll go the Lakers.
Good guess. You just pass here.
It's over.
You win.
It's over. You take it.
Yeah,
It's
I
over.
know. It's over.
Rich, can I guess?
Yeah, go ahead, Schaefer.
This is a Spurs.
It was the San Antonio Spurs. So,
Give me the fourth question.
hang on. Andy, we'll get you a bag of coffee. Thanks for calling in.
Schaefer's just showing off.
Calling down the road.
Give me the voice record. Hey, and also, I'll just listen with one ear.
Running up the score.
Run up the score.
Yep. Okay. All right. You want the last one, Schaefer?
Yes.
I will be stunned.
2005.
I will be stunned if Schaefer does not get this question right. What team swept the Houston Astros to win the 2005 World Series?
It was the Chicago White Sox.
Brilliant.
Yes, it was. All right. While we're at
They
it,
lost one game in that postseason.
this is when we get Bill in play. Bill is great with numbers here. A tiebreaker. Bill, this is for Bill. You guys can go under Bill's number. All right.
Great.
So
We usually hit it on the nose.
He's very good. All right, Bill. We know that USC beat Oklahoma 55-19. All right. How many yards did USC have in that bowl game?
519.
Ooh, lower.
I had like 479 in my head, so I also would go lower.
So again, Bill is incredible at the tiebreaker. He is 6 yards off. 525.
That bothers
yards.
me. Usually I nail that one.
Usually hit on the
Usually
nose.
numbers between 1 to 1,000 I always get.
Lack of sleep. Lack of sleep.
My fault, my guys. It's a late night.
2 hours of sleep.
This one's on me. It's on me.
Six
on me.
He's a 6 yards off. You know,
God.
it's no big
Pretty
deal.
good. They went 526 in the national title.
525.
Yeah, the national title.
That was Jason White?
Yeah.
Just getting absolutely
Matt Leinart had
demolished.
5 touchdown passes in that game for USC. 5.
That was like the apex of USC.
Wow.
They
haven't been that good in
525 in the
since
national
They were
title
dang
game.
good.
Man.
They were dang good.
Yeah. Good job, Jake. That was kind of interesting. That was an interesting one.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah.
You know, and for Andy, even though he lost today, if he wants a great Christmas gift, Omaha Steaks, right? Why would you not get Omaha Steaks? Why would you not?
Free burgers.
Yeah, right now, omahasteaks.com. You go there, you get 8 free pure ground filet mignon burgers with qualifying orders. You just go and you put omahasteaks.com/the-ticket, or as Bill would say, as he's drinking coffee.
The ticket.
The ticket. 50% off site-wide, omahasteaks.com/the-ticket, as Bill. So, okay, when we come back.
You leaned into that one.
Yeah, I like that. When we come back, the spillover on early break of the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
When you think of places with tons of great beer selections and amazing food menu in Omaha, the conversation should start and end with Berschen Beer Garden in Benson. With more than 30 beers on tap, including several German options, you're sure to find something you like. And don't forget their Nashville hot chicken sandwich or any of their delicious hamburgers. Start off with the warm house-made pretzels and you're on to a great day at Berschen Beer Garden in the heart of Benson in Omaha.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
We can live our lives without breaking the law, but that doesn't mean you won't be accused of committing a crime. Hi, my name is Seth Morris with Liberty Law Group. If you've been accused of a crime, your job, your family, and your freedom is at stake. At Liberty Law Group, our skilled and relentless trial attorneys pride themselves on tackling difficult cases and providing the highest quality representation for our clients. To learn more, go to libertylawnebraska.com. Again, that's libertylawnebraska.com.
Concrete Industries, a Nebco company, has immediate job openings for precast production laborers. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $20 per hour and a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
It's the holiday season. Time for work parties, friend get-togethers, family gatherings, which means lots of eating. Maybe you think you've perfected your holiday meals, and maybe you have no idea where to even start. Let's fix that right now. No holiday party is complete without Führer's cheese spread. It goes well with any type of cracker, pretzels, apple, chili, vegetables, chips, and of course, it's perfect to pair with wine or beer. Holiday meals aren't complete until Führer's cheese spread is on the table. Find your own container at your nearest local grocery store today. At Fairway Meat Market, your family. And as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. The holidays are here, and Fairway has everything you need for charcuterie boards, shrimp trays, party platters, wine, beer, spirits, and more. Plus, custom fresh cuts on USDA choice or prime grade beef, all-natural pork, fresh chicken, and seafood. Your holiday meals start at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC. We'd like to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And to show our appreciation, Koppel is offering some huge holiday discounts from now until January 2nd. On select new Chevrolet vehicles, we are offering $8,000 off MSRP or 1.9% financing. Yes, you heard right. That's $8,000 off or 1.9% financing on select new Chevrolets. We also have some huge discounts on our new GMC inventory, so stop on in or check us out online at koppelcars.com. Includes finance, trade, and Costco bonus with roof credit. Stock number C2999464.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top-shelf liquor to crowd-favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
We're on the air.
Back. Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
To more of Early Break with Sip and Jay. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Mike Schaefer remains with us with us for the spillover. We have not addressed a couple
Where's
things
everybody?
regarding
Where's Rap?
Rap's there. It's a full house. He'll be in for the drive. He'll be in next segment. Okay, couple things recruiting. Now, we have talked at length about Dylan Raiola, Kyle McCord, Julian Fleming. But the interesting thing yesterday was that there was some video of Casey Thompson, the former Husker quarterback from last
What was
season.
the video? What was he doing in the video?
He was visiting some friends here
Just
in town.
walking around campus, or where was he at?
You did not address the
Was he at
video.
Duffy's?
What's the video of?
It was just video of
In the fishbowl?
People have caught him in Lincoln just hanging out with friends. He was throwing a football.
I don't know why the
Still not
idea
matching
of him
up.
with teammates just drinking.
He's in Lincoln.
With the word the cheese runs.
The man is
In
in
a lot
Lincoln.
of Super Saver.
Yeah.
Schaefer, what is your awareness of this situation?
Yeah,
Casey
I don't know. I
Thompson?
can't
around the
focus
ball.
right now. All I'm thinking about is a bunch
Duffy's-
of football players drinking a fishbowl together.
Oh, long straw.
Going to Super Saver. We're going to video it. Jake, what was the video of?
Everything's on video.
Was he just walking around?
He was here seeing some friends, but people make some proclamations about what that means.
Okay.
Make proclamations.
It looks like he and Emmett Johnson went somewhere in town to get a workout in, which he is rehabbing, I would assume, from his ACL tear. So I don't know what he was necessarily working out, but that was one of the snaps. I don't have Snapchat. I'm just going off of the social media chatter.
It's a snap.
That's what I assume. I'm an old. I don't understand any of these things.
It was a snap.
I don't have Snapchat.
I don't either.
So
I swore off any new social media.
But Casey's,
That's
I mean,
Instagram.
the thing, just by way of addressing rumors, he's 26, and he's got a bad knee, and he wouldn't be able to practice in the
And he
spring
can transfer anywhere he wants because there's no transfer legislation.
because there's an injunction.
Conjunction, junction. What's
Okay.
your function?
You're
What
an
a great
adolescent.
Saturday-
You're an adolescent.
Great Saturday morning.
It was.
It's so good. And I'm only a bill sitting here on Capitol Hill.
That was just very
Better
soothing.
times, right?
Better
Better
times.
times.
Yeah.
Way better.
Better just a little.
Well,
anyway,
With Casey Thompson,
yeah, Casey.
he has an ACL injury, so he probably had that surgery done sometime in October.
Mhm.
So he's not practicing until really probably clear to do anything until camp would start.
Yeah, and we don't even know that
No.
I'm
not,
Well,
I'm
but
just
the
talking
idea is
wherever
if he wants
goes.
to play
I'm saying
anywhere.
anywhere.
Yeah.
I go, is someone that would be a large risk with some because like, hey, he's not practicing until. So it'd have to be like, hey, we're going to bring you in as more of a backup plan in their minds because you don't know what he's going to do healthy. And I'm not saying he's a backup player.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying
No, I know.
health wise.
I know.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
He's here, but we don't know anything. He's
We
just
don't know anything besides he's in Lincoln.
visiting friends.
Salter
And it's-
Johnson.
Like you have Kyle McCord, who was in town on Monday and Tuesday, and then you have the Dylan Raiola stuff, and then Casey Thompson appears out of thin air. And it's just there's a lot that has happened.
Yeah.
What if it came in?
And,
What if the McCords were in the elevator heading up to see Trev, and like one student got on, he looks and he goes, "Hey, did you hear about the Raiola thing?"
then the elevator door opens and Casey Thompson standing there. What's wrong out of here? Dad said we're out. Get me the hell out of here.
What's wrong with this place?
Hold it.
They can't help themselves
Hold
there
it.
either.
Why is Cam Ward my host?
I can't get out of here fast enough.
Oh,
So yeah,
God.
that's it. That's it. McCord the ship has sailed.
Yep.
The McCord ship has sailed. We don't know where it's sailing to. We think it might be Syracuse.
Yeah,
possibly.
It might be somewhere
there
else.
will be other things come up. And
yeah.
And I'm still saying because right now, if you're in that camp, the McCord camp, I'd be like, just press pause.
Yeah.
Just hold a little bit here because there's gonna be something else going to come up.
I know, but here's the thing, Bill. I don't know if something else will come up that will make you a millionaire. That's
No, I'm not sure of that.
right.
But I mean, you'd have to look at McCord and kind of say, okay, well, if he went to Washington, because Rogers is going up there from Mississippi State for a visit. I mean, I don't know. Rogers, playing in that style of offense this year, he was terrible.
McCord would look good up in Washington.
Yeah, so I'm saying, why would you potentially think Washington wouldn't be like, oh, let's talk to him? Let's have a visit with him. Let's go look at him.
McCord looked good.
Don't forget. Penix was an eyelash away from winning the Heisman.
Yeah,
and he was second. They didn't ask him to leave Indiana, but his last year at Indiana came off the ACL. He didn't play well.
You know what else?
Did not play well.
Phoenix didn't he didn't leave the pocket.
No.
But McCord's a pocket passer.
So their offense is not built off a running quarterback.
No, it's not.
No. So they fits them.
Fit there
So my
really
point
well.
is that could still. I wouldn't be shocked if all of a sudden, because my whole take the whole time was he's coming to Nebraska. This is by far his best option because at the time, Schaefer, we're talking about He had been nowhere else, and there's no stories of him going anywhere else.
That's why I was very confident from Thursday on last week that this was pretty much a done deal.
It's like, is she going to homecoming with him? Well, I don't know, but no one else has asked her to homecoming.
Looking pretty good.
Looking pretty good for him right now. And she's going to go to homecoming. For sure, she's going to homecoming.
And she's going to have a date.
And she's going to have a date, but no one else. Only one person's asked her to it, and no one else has. So odds are, like that.
Runway's clear.
The crystal ball says going with Steve Sipple to prom.
Has Riley Leonard, the
Notre Dame?
Did he pick Notre Dame?
He's going to that as of like a day or two.
So then I think Auburn still needs a quarterback then because they were in the
Duke.
Yep.
Duke, Auburn, Texas A&M. There's a list out there.
Doesn't A&M have a freshman that they're going to play?
I don't know. I just saw a list yesterday that A&M.
A&M lost so many dudes.
Yeah.
Remember what I said when you take the number? It's like I said, okay, in the Big Ten, it's going to be 10 per school. I think I did the math. It's like 14. Nebraska's on the low end of it.
Nebraska brings it average down.
The average down. There's several in the 20s. Several schools in the 20s.
Indiana got wiped out.
Yeah, wiped out.
Yep.
Forget. Can you play the audio? Do you have it?
Which one?
Signetti.
I don't have that.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Signetti. Purdue sucks. Listen to that. Ohio State sucks.
We're not taking a backseat to anybody.
Indiana.
You've never taken anything but a backseat.
He said Michigan.
Never sat in the front in your life.
I've never heard. We're not taking.
He said Michigan sucks.
Ohio State sucks too.
What's wrong with
you? He said it on a microphone at a basketball game.
He was happy. Last thing before we get out of here, Schaefer, regarding another player that has a lot of buzz. Is it Demond Davis, the receiver? Demon? How do you say his name?
I think it's Demas? Is that?
Demon, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Double D.
There's some thought he might have interest in Nebraska still.
Like 4 days ago, he was completely off the board. So I don't know.
It felt like.
So I don't know if this is a situation where you missed out on Julian Fleming and there's not other portal receivers. I would have a lot of hesitation because there's a mile long of red flags with this particular JUCO wide receiver, and I don't know that you need to put that in your program, but that's just me.
Okay. All right. Last plug before we get out of here.
Can I say one last thing?
Please do, Bill.
I need 9 seconds on this thing.
Okay, you got
just
it.
to please research it. I cried laughing at 1 a.m. driving home about this thing with Giannis in the basketball. Did you read this thing?
No.
Last night he scored 64 points, but somebody else for the Pacers scored their first basket. So the Pacers kept the game ball, and Giannis freaked out, and the two teams got in a fight in the in the hallway over it. And the GM for the Pacers got taken out, broken ribs, had to go to the hospital.
What?
Yes.
How do we miss this?
Okay, we will research this for tomorrow. And listen to the audio because they give Giannis a ball. He's like, this isn't a real ball. This isn't the ball that was played in the game. I was crying, laughing, and the people that were talking about were laughing just as hard.
He tried to enter the Pacers locker room.
Yes,
apparently.
to get the ball. He came in to get the ball.
I had 64 points.
Yeah.
Give me that
and the
damn ball.
guy's like, yeah, you're like one of 100 guys that have scored 64 points. So it's not like, whatever. But then they gave him a ball. Someone goes, hey, unwrap the ball. Here you go. And he goes, that's not the ball.
The ball.
That is an incredible story.
It was so funny.
That's incredible.
The GM went to the hospital with potential broken ribs. The GM.
There was a fracas?
Yeah, a fracas.
We need to look at this more for tomorrow's show.
Yeah.
The fracas with the Bucks and Pacers.
One more sign. We're just heading into the crapper.
Yeah, we're in the crapper.
Yeah, we're just so far in the crapper.
Reminder, tonight, Nebraska volleyball, 6 p.m. against Pitt on
Tuesday
ESPN.
night.
Check it out.
Wednesday
That's
night.
it for us to drive with the Rapid. It is it for Steve Sipple and Bill Busch and Mike Schaefer. I'm Jake Sorensen. See you.
Wednesday night, they're fighting in the hallway.
It's the holiday season. Time for work parties, friend get-togethers, family gatherings, which means lots of eating. Maybe you think you've perfected your holiday meals, and maybe you have no idea where to even start. Let's